Hello again. Quick change, and here we are once again. Some of the matches are already underway, and I can tell you that Jessica Pegula, who I've got on one screen here, and I've got Borna Coric on another, by the way, and I know they have opponents. Pegula, for example, is playing Sasnovich, and she is already a break up, and in fact, threatening to go a double break up. Let's get going in the live chat, by the way. I need some more of your thoughts today because actually for now at least I'm going to be alone. I will be dipping into other people's thoughts throughout, both on social media and on camera. They will be dipping and stopping by to say hello to you all, but make sure you click that like button and subscribe. I have my cup of tea, and so Sasnovich is trying to hold serve here. It's love 2 in this particular match and 30 all. Let's have a quick go at sharing some screens with you so you can see exactly what is going on elsewhere. We've obviously got Borna Coric in action against Jensen Brooksby. How do you see that one going? It's going with serve at the moment, but it is, of course, extremely early on in all of these matches, and that one is no different. So as I said, Pegula is a breakup. It's 2-1 in that particular match. Bencic has taken an early break. That's good for my bracket. I think I've got her in the quarters or the semis. I'm not sure. I think maybe the semis, actually. So that's cool for the Swiss. Alexandrova is already 5 up on poor old Lauren Davis, who's really taken quite a beating in that first set. And Coric and Brooksby is on serve. I'm actually going to dip in to the Coric-Brooksby match and take you through some of the early stages of that match. But I will be keeping an eye on stuff elsewhere. We will be keeping an eye on certain breaks of serve and set points, match points, you name it. At the moment here, we have Coric on a second serve. Coric will obviously be looking to do a little bit better than I think he did in the first round. The first round, he looked a bit shaky. Him and, of course, Alcaraz are on a collision course. They are set to meet in round 3 should they both progress that far. Can see Rafa Nadal, one of his coaches there, actually stood beside Sloane Stephens, funny enough, in the backgrounds of the US Open. I think it's that maybe Musetti I can see as well. I'm not sure. This is one of those sort of background moments when they have a look around the grounds, if you like, and where the training points are. Rafa Nadal, of course, will not be on today's show because he's pretty much the last person on court this evening. In the early hours, as it would be here, sometime possibly mid-afternoon in India. And around about 11 o'clock, I would imagine, sometime like that, maybe a bit earlier in the US. So how is Coric doing? He is at 30 all on his serve. So that is, it's interesting. I'll take us through these final points of this third game. It's 1 game all, Coric against Brooksby at the moment, with Coric serving. Coric gets one down the tee. That's a lovely ace. Where has this Coric serve come from, by the way, in the last few weeks? It's an excellent serve as he gets up an ace there for 40-30. Let me know what you think in the live chat. Some of the matches today. That would be good to hear from you. Who are the players that you're excited to watch? Who are the players that I'm not featuring right now who you would love to hear more about? Is that Dan Evans, a breakup already on James Duckworth? That's kind of cool. That could also be an interesting match to dip into at one point or another. In fact, any of my contributors, if any of you have, if any of you are watching Dan Evans, I would love to speak to you at the end of the first set. So I don't know if I've got Vonch tuning in or if I've got Scott, perhaps, maybe even Isabel or Hanya or any of you guys, any of you people I've been interviewing over the last few weeks, or anyone else, perhaps. If Barack Obama is watching Dan Evans, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the first set. Obviously, only a couple of minutes, but so don't go too far. But whoever's watching that match, let me know. Love to chat to you at the end of the first set because you'll have to be our eyes and ears because we're watching other matches. I'm watching Pegula, by the way, who's actually 15-30 down right now. I've got 2 screens going on that I'm flicking in between. Let's go back to Coric. Did he manage to hold serve against Brooksby? They're just an exchange of ends. Yes, he did. So Coric leads 2-1, still on serve. Someone who's not on serve, though, is Jessica Pegula. She's a breakup, 15-30, though. She's facing a difficult situation here. Is she going to be a break point down? She is. 15-40 now, Pegula. As Coric takes a lovely sip of water there. Much needed, of course. It looks like another hot day in New York. So Pegula here facing 2 break points. Pegula, for me, is Mrs. Consistent of tennis. One of the sort of few people I think you really could say is consistent in tennis as a whole, with the exception of maybe Messrs. Nadal and Djokovic. And that brings up her third ace, though. She saves one of those break points. 30-40 now, Pegula. 30-40. Pegula, still one more break point. She gets the first serve in, although it's not too strong a first serve, to be fair, as they go cross court there. And Sasnovich goes long. Deuce. So the American will be relieved with that one as Coric and Brooksby re-enter the court. Yeah, looks like another hot day in New York. Stadium's pretty sparse, as they often are for these sort of 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock matches, local time. Understandably so. Unless you've taken a day off, you're going to struggle to get to these early matches. And of course, the nighttime matches always seem to have the big players on board, such as Serena, such as Rafa, etc. Pegula now has an advantage, so she's at game point. Let's see if she manages to close this out before we go back to Coric and Brooksby. We're going to be hearing from Snihery, by the way, at the end of the first set. He is keeping an eye on, Shri, I've mispronounced his name finally. I managed to get it right most of the time. That's an excellent return of serve there from Sasnovich, whose name, by the way, I may also be mispronouncing, but she's now brought it up to deuce. So she's not out of this game yet, as she looks to try and get this match back on serve. Yeah, so let's see how that pans out. Coric goes love 15 up on the Brooksby serve. Who's winning this match between Coric and Brooksby? Let me know in the live chat. Pegula, Sasnovich, deuce. Excellent exchange here as they get into the rally, backhand to backhand, although that's an excellent aggressive backhand from Sasnovich. Puts her slightly in charge of the point. In fact, it does put her in charge of the point. She's now got another break point as she threatens to get this back on serve. Brooksby wins the next point, so it's 15 all in the Brooksby match. Hi, Diggs. Why? Hi, what's up? Sasnovich nets, deuce. So Sasnovich nets, deuce in that one. So still sort of on serve, so to speak. Oh, sorry, still with Pegula with that break. Sasnovich still threatening, though, and still looming large. And regarding Coric against Brooksby, well, a little sniff here for Coric, perhaps. 15-30 on the Brooksby serve. If it gets to a break point between Sasnovich and Pegula, I will come back to that match. But for now, I've got Coric at 30-15 or 15-30, so a slight advantage here for the Croatian against the American Brooksby. Let's see how this point pans out. Nice serve there from Brooksby down the tee as they go backhand to backhand cross court. Nice little exchange here, continuing with the backhand cross court. And now we've got a nice backhand slice from Coric. But that was an excellent forehand from Brooksby, bringing up 30 all. Not the first time I've said Cilic when I should be saying Coric, and it won't be the last. And of course, Cilic is also in action today. Sasnovich and Pegula still at deuce, by the way. I think that's the fourth deuce in that particular match. So we've got deuce in one of these, and we've got 30 all in the other. Although now we've got another break point for Sasnovich because she's reached advantage. Hopefully, you're keeping up with all this. Advantage Sasnovich. So let's have a look, see how that pans out. Brooksby's now got a game point. So, and Sasnovich has a fifth break point, and she's got a second serve to look at. Let's see how this pans out. I'll take you through this point. Oh, it's a double fault from Pegula. I shouldn't have called her Mrs. Consistent, really, should I? Oh, well. Double fault, back on serve, 2 all. Brooksby has game point, 40-30. Down the tee, excellent serve from Brooksby. wins that 2-all. That's easy. It's easy for the brain to understand. Brooksby and Coric 2-all. Pegula, Sasnovich 2-all. Let's have a look around the grounds. Time to see what else is going on. Make sure you hit that like button, by the way. Plenty of you joined yesterday. Really happy about that. Not many of you hit the like button. Were we that bad? By the way, you may see me rocking the United shirt today. We are in action against Leicester later, and I say we are a thing. We are a body, of which the fans are a part of it. Anyway, I said I'd take you around the ground, so that's what I'm going to do. Coric and Brooksby on serve, as I said. Dan Evans remains a breakup on James Duckworth. I guess Dan Evans is the favourite, and he started with that tag nicely. Cilic is also the favourite in his match. Likewise with him, he's a breakup as well. Let's dip in a bit further into the women's, though. Boom, boom, boom. Let's have a little scroll down here. Azarenka, also a breakup. All the seeds sort of doing quite well today. Alexandrova won that set 6-love against poor Lauren Davis. Bencic, who started quite well, though, has seemed to be now they're back on serve, I think. So I think she's lost a break of serve there, if I've got that correct. But basically, all the seeds seem to be either on a par or up in their matches, unless I'm mistaken. Cilic is a break up. Coric is on serve. Dan Evans is a break up. Pegula is on serve, albeit she was a break up. Azarenka is a break up. Alexandrova is a set up. And Bencic, Chastea on serve. Later on this evening, of course, we've got Rafa Nadal. I will try and watch that match. Whether I'll be alert enough to do a spaces or not, I don't know. Keep an eye on us, by the way, at Talking Tennis. Follow us on Twitter at Talking Tennis TT to keep abreast of all the latest action in tennis, both at the US Open and beyond. Make sure to give some of the other people. Make sure to give Popcorn Tennis as well a follow on Twitter to keep up to date with a lot of their articles that they have published, a bit more in depth than some of this punchy stuff that we've got going on. And like I said, if you are watching in the live chat and if you're watching Cilic against Ramos Vinolas or Duckworth against Evans or Bencic against Chastea, I would really love to hear from you at the end of the first set of that particular match. If any of you are watching any of those matches, let me know in the live chat and we may be able to come to you for your thoughts live on Talking Tennis. By the way, time to talk about Pegula. She's got 15-40 on the Sasnovich serve. So Mrs. Consistent's back. She actually had love 40, though. She lost the first one. It's a break point number 2 for the American. How's she going to get on? Good return of serve. Nice deep one there, putting her in charge of the point, I would suggest. And she's got it. She's got the break. So she's now back a break up. It's a sort of a double break. Sasnovich wasn't able to consolidate her particular break, and she is leading 3-2 with a break. As the Eurosport people take us around the grounds. Yeah. Nice little slow-moving images there. Cool. Let's get back to it anyway. I'll have a look at Coric and Brooksby as Sasnovich and Pegula take a well-earned break. Let me know some of your thoughts in the live chat too. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. By the way, breaking, sort of semi-breaking new. Brooksby has a break point. I'll talk us through this. 2-all. Brooksby, break point. Serving, Coric. First serve in. Good return from Brooksby. He's got the break. Brooksby has the break. He leads 3-2. Boom. Didn't see that coming. Or maybe you did. Brooksby has a break, 3-2. Pegula has a break as well. Coric starting slowly again. I would suggest, from memory, he started slowly in the first round as well, as he tries to recover some of that form from Cincinnati. How have the people who did well in Cincinnati done, by the way? Are they doing well at the US Open? Just trying to think who won on the women's side in Cincinnati. Someone in the live chat will have to let me know. Can't think. Oh, of course, it was the French woman Garcia, and she's still in, so she's doing fine. I'm not sure who Garcia beat in that final. Did she beat Pegula in the final? And of course, on the men's side, it was Coric against Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas is already out. Coric is a breakdown here in the second round, first set against Brooksby. So that's interesting. How about other things as well? What about Montreal and Toronto? Maybe they're slightly better indicators. In the men's, who won the men's there? Oh, PCB, who's still very much in the game. He beat Hurkacz, who's also still in the final. On the women's side in Canada, in Toronto, Montreal was the men's, I think. Toronto, someone will have to remind me. Oh, Halep, out. Okay, let's get back to it anyway. Pegula here looking to consolidate her break of serve, and she's doing very well. She's 40 love up in this particular service game. So I think we can probably let this one be for a minute or two. Let's have a quick look around the grounds once again and see what is going on. As I said, Brooksby's a breakup on Coric. Dan Evans is threatening to get a double break or trying to get a double break. He's on the deuce on the Duckworth serve. Cilic, of course, still has his 4-1 lead over Ramos Vinolas, and Azarenka is facing a break point on her serve against Kostyuk, albeit she has got a break in the pocket. And Chastain Bencic on serve. Interestingly, Lauren Davis has got a break at the beginning of her match against Alexandrova in the second set. So maybe there's some good news to come for the American. Let's see how Coric and Brooksby are doing. Well, it's love 15 in that particular encounter in the sixth game of this set, as Coric wants to desperately get the break back, although that won't help. He dumps a return into the net, so it's 15 all between Coric and Brooksby. Brooksby leading 3-2, of course, with a break. Cool. 5 people on board. I hope we got 5 likes. By the way, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on Twitter, if you're watching on Twitch, also click likes and all that other stuff. But also get your comments in. So far, Diggs BTW 7. Sasnovich here, 15 all against Pegula. Let's go back to the Coric match. How's that panning out? Brooksby now 30-15. Having a nice advantage there. Looking to consolidate that nice break of serve that the American has. Doesn't get the first serve in at 30-15, though. Let's see how this point pans out. I'll talk us through this. Second serve, Brooksby gets that one in. Nice kick, though, but great return from Coric. Great return from Coric. 30 all. Excellent placement there, because that was a real kick off that serve. Nice backhand return, though, down the line. Not a lot of pace, but the placement was perfect. And Brooksby couldn't even get a racket on it. It was a clean winner. 30 all. First serve goes long from Brooksby. This is potentially an important hold here for Brooksby if it does happen. 30 all. Bit sticky. Double fault. Double fault Brooksby. He now faces break point. We'll stay with this match, of course. Coric got a break back point. Can he do it? Let me know. Yes or no. Can he do it quickly? ASAP. Yes, no. Yes, no. Boom. Let's see how this point pans out for the Croatian. Goes long on the first serve. Brooksby won't want a double fault again. See how this one goes. Gets it in at least. Backhand to backhand. Backhand of Coric goes backhand of... okay, Brooksby changes it up a bit. Brooksby now on the forehand. Now they're going forehand to forehand, cross court. Brooksby again. Brooksby on the backhand. Excellent backhand, putting Coric way out of play. Now it's Brooksby in charge of the point, you would have thought. But will he take advantage of that? Oh my goodness me, that was close. That was close. Deuce. Excellent winner there from Brooksby. Boy, oh boy, he went big on that forehand, and I thought it might have gone long, hence I paused. Watching on a slightly smaller screen. I've got Pegula on the big screen, and I've got Coric and Brooksby here on the smaller screen. So it's a little bit, and even even Brooksby there was like, it's in. His hesitation was there. Mine was slightly longer. Anyway, it's deuce now at Coric, nicely saving that break point. First serve goes long again. I think that's 3 now in a row. He hasn't got the first serve in on. Here we go, Coric. Okay, so Coric on the backhand, slice there. Now to the backhand of a backhand slice again. There's 2 in a row there from Coric. Maybe that's a tactic he's thinking of. 3 in a row from Coric. 4 in a row from Coric. 5 in a row from Coric. Now he goes double backhand down the line, and it's a clean winner. That was lovely from Coric. 5 backhand slices cross court in a row. Then he mixes it up. Backhand winner down the line. Brings up break back point once again. Excellent play from the Croatian. He's full of confidence at the moment, and understandably so. Number 25 seed, but probably in the sort of power rankings of the US Open. He's already got 10 winners to Brooksby's 3. Is Brooksby a pusher? Is he a wall? Is he a defensive player, would you say? Those stats would certainly suggest so. And I think so too. Anyway, break point here. Goes down the tee. First serve in this time from Brooksby. And it was important as he brings back juice. Pegula still 4-3 up in her match with Sasnovich. And she's got a break as well, although it's now 15-30 on the Pegula serve there. Let me know what you think about Dan Evans. If you're watching Dan Evans, James Duckworth, let me know about that match in the chat, because I can't watch all these matches at once. Okay, let's stick with Brooksby, and there's another slice there from Coric. Now he's on the... Oh, when he goes for that backhand, double-handed backhand. Boy, oh boy. There's some venom in that. But he loves to mix it up with the slice, and he's gone back to the slice now. Now he goes hard on the backhand. Now he goes on the forehand, runs round, and is that a winner? I think it is from the Croatian. So he brings up another break point. Oh, no, he must have gone long. My apologies. They've brought up advantage Brooksby. That was close. Close call. Close call. Brooksby gets a game point. I think it might even be the first one of this particular game. I know we've had 2 or 3 juices, but they all seem to have been with a Coric break point. Could be wrong there. So, game point Brooksby. Let's talk us through this point, because Pegula's looking okay in her match. Good first serve from the American. Nice backhand from the American too. Forehand from Brooksby. Nice forehand from Brooksby. Backhand from Brooksby. Good long backhand. Good depth there. Forehand from Coric. Backhand from Coric. Goes cross court. Now they're exchanging backhands, but Coric changes it up, and it's enough to win the point. Forces the error. Possibly even a winner, really. I mean, I know Brooksby got a racket on that, but you know what I mean. It was a forced error, but I wouldn't even call it an error. Good point there from the Croatian there. Bringing it back to juice. This is turning into a lengthy game. And by the way, just as I was saying, Pegula's comfortable, Sasnovich is broken back. It's 4-all. Shri, if you are tuning into us, I will be inviting you on shortly. I know you're covering this match as well. I really want to get your thoughts on this match at the end of the first set, whenever that happens to be. We'll be dipping into Shri at the end of each of the first set of the Coric match, providing it doesn't really go beyond 2.5 or 3 hours. I can only stay here for 2.5 to 3 hours. 8 o'clock pretty much is my limit. 8 o'clock Central European time, 7 o'clock in the UK, and 0 o'clock elsewhere. Brooksby now has a game point. This game has lasted 8 minutes. He goes down the tee. It's a good... No, just a bit long, sorry, in that first serve. This game is now into the into its 9th minute, by the way. Brooksby game point. Let's see if he can close it out this time. Backhand of Brooksby, backhand of Coric. Backhand of Brooksby, forehand Coric. Forehand cross court. Nice change up there from Coric. Oh, what a winner! What a winner from the American. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I thought that point was done. I really thought that point was done. It wasn't. But boom. I'm going to go to this tweet from Shri right now. I don't know if he's responding to what I just said, but I've just seen a tweet from Shri that deserves to be shared with you all. So let's do that right now. Hopefully you can see this. There we go, people. I will be sharing that with you. Just a second. Hello, Dream Temesis. So I have been told that salvation. Anyway, Sasnovich and Pegula on serve, but Pegula has 3 break points again. I'll bring up this lovely tweet in a second. I apologize, Shri, for the delay on this. Having to do a few things at once, but there we go. Hopefully I'll get this sorted in a minute. Yeah, Shri there basically tweeting that he thinks Coric versus Brooksby has 4-hour clash written all over it. I hope not, because I would like to finish a bit earlier than that, but who knows? Let's see how that pans out. I think I understand where he's coming from. But Brooksby's a breakup in the first set, so we'll see. Hopefully there you can now see Shri's tweet that I'm like to share there with Coric versus Brooksby having 4-hour clash written all over it. Anyway, they are on what seems to be a little break. We're having a quick look around some of the grounds on Eurosport. Let me know if you're watching Dan Evans. So I have been... Why am I singing a little bit of Robbie? Well, because he was in Bonn the other day, just about 100 meters from where I live. If you're in the live chat, by the way, and you're in Bonn, feel free to bring me some beer over. I am out of beer and would really like some. Pegula now serving for the first set. She's got another break. That seems to be about 3 or 4 breaks in a row in that particular match. So I'll probably talk you through this Pegula-Sasnovich match. 5-4 Pegula serving for the set. Doesn't get the first serve in. So we'll see how this pans out. Gets the second serve in, though. Excellent return, though, from Sasnovich. Nice one from Sasnovich. Nice one from Sasnovich. Love 15. Are we going to get another break here? That would be insane. Doo-doo-doo. So I have been told that salvation. 15 all now with Sasnovich and Pegula. Second serve here, though, for Sasnovich. Look out at 15 all. Oh, double fault. Pegula, 15-30. Is she tightening up? Do 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 do. 15-30. Let's have a look at this again. Goes long though, Sasnovich. 30 all. 30 all. Okay, so it's either break point, set point coming up, break point, set point coming up. What is it going to be? Break point, set point. It's set point. Set point Pegula, 40-30. Let's talk you through this. Set point Pegula, first serve. Is it going to get it in? Yes, it is. Nicely down the tee. That's it. Into the net. First set Pegula, 6-4. Misses consistency. She's got it in the bag. Is she going to go on and win right now? Azarenka looking good, by the way, in the first set. She's 5-2 up there. And Alexandrova has turned that second set around in that respect because she has got the break back. She was a break down 2-love. It's now 3-2 on serve. Chastea has won the first set against Bencic. That is a surprise. Listen, regarding Muguruza, I would love to see a return to form for the Spaniard. I think we need to be a little bit cool. She beat Clara Towson in the first round. That's an excellent result. But I did think Towson had some injury issues in that first set. In that match. So we'll see about that. But if she gets on the roll, who knows? But she's sort of in the Maria Sakkari of doldrums if you like, at the moment. So we'll see if Sakkari can get that back in the future and Muguruza can get it back immediately. So let's take us around the grounds. I'll bring us back to Coric shortly. I mentioned how Bencic losing that first set. If anyone's watching Bencic, let me know because I will be very interested in that. When I'm laying in the bed, Okay, so I said we go around the grounds, and we will. Let's go to that right now. Boom, 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 boom. So Bencic losing that first set, so my bracket there could be destroyed. Or some of you would say already is destroyed. Kostyk there. Azarenka is 2 points away from sealing that first set. 15-30 on the Kostyk serve. 2-5 down. Pegula, obviously, as I just highlighted, that's a match I'm covering right now on my big screen. A few people there dancing in the crowd as they have the end of set sort of break. Anyway, and Alexandrova and Davis are on serve in that second set. So we'll see how that pans out. Back to the men's. Dan Evans is 5-3 up, so he's getting closer to the first set finish line. And Cilic, by the way, won that first set, as you probably would expect him to do, against Ramos Vinolas. Let's go back to Brooksby against Coric, because as you can see, Brooksby is threatening to take a 5-3 lead. And I have seen your message, Shri. That would be perfect. You can either join before the end of the first set. Feel free to do that. But certainly, yeah. Let's just see how the next two games pan out, shall we say? And Brooksby there holds 5-3. So yeah, let's see how that pans out. Shri also tweeting, spoiler alert, it's going to be nothing like their 2015 US Open clash. Shri, you'll have to remind me, how did that match pan out? Anyway, let's see if perhaps Brooksby can even break Coric a second time here and seal this first set. If you're Carlos Alcaraz, who would you rather face, Coric or Brooksby? I would say probably Brooksby, but he could throw a spanner in the works. I wonder how Alcaraz would feel. Maybe he might get frustrated against the American. He certainly can frustrate a lot of opponents. He's frustrating Coric today anyway. And Coric goes love 15 down. Love 15 down. So I might want you on a bit earlier than this, Shri. If you can come on, if it goes 6-3, by the way, I might want you on a bit sooner. But any time in the next 5 or 10 minutes would be great to hear your thoughts on that first set. I'll talk us through this ninth game with Coric in a spot of bother. Love 15. 3-5. First serve in. It's enough to win the point. 15 all. Yes. Sasnovich looked like she's going to hold serve in her first game of the second set against Pegula. Excellent serve there from Coric, though. 30-15. Was love 15 down. Now he's 30-15 up. Two excellent serves, forcing errors there from Brooksby, meaning 30-15 for the Croatian. See how this pans out. 40-15 now, Coric. 40-15. 2 game points. That'll settle the nerves a bit, considering he was love 15 at the down at the beginning of this. See if I can take you through this final point. So I have been told. 40-15. Can Coric get the first serve in? Let's have a look. He does. Down the tee. Should be enough to win the point. Oh, he's let no, that's gone. Gone long there from Brooksby. So it's 5-4 now. Brooksby leading with a break. He'll be serving for the set shortly. Okay, let's go to the live chat. Anything exciting happening? No, nothing. I've got 9 viewers. Let me know what you think. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. But let me know what you think of some of the action already. Are you happy with the way Pegula has won that first set against Sasnovich? Is she going to close it out in straight sets? What do you think about Bencic, by the way? That is certainly one to be surprised about. Let's bring up some of those live scores for you. Did Dan Evans win that first set? Yes, he did, 6-3. Nice work, Dan. I think that might have been a double break, actually. So he's now serving first in that second set. So that's nice for the Brit. Looks like he's on course, as you would probably expect. Dan Evans probably is the favourite there. Maron Cilic and Vinolas are in the early stages of that set there are on serve as well. Cilic is set up. And, yep. So let's have a quick look at some of the other matches on the women's side. Azarenka did win that first set 6-2. Lauren Davis has now got a break again on Alexandrova, so they're obviously exchanging breaks there. But Davis has a break up in that second set. She'll be looking to make it 1 set all. Bencic has won the first game of the second set, but she did lose that first set to Chesteya. Okay, let's take us through potentially the closing stages of this Brooksby match, of the first set, in the Brooksby match. He's serving for the set. 5-4. Gets the first serve in. 15 love. 15 love. Three points from the first set now, Brooksby. Pegula Sasnovich still on serve. In the second set, Pegula leads 1 set to love. Brooksby first serve again. He'll be looking to get more of those throughout this particular game. They're exchanging now. Oh, but he hits a backhand into the net. Is he a little bit tight? Hits a backhand into the net there. It was a really poor error from the American, meaning it's 15 all. Needs to keep getting those first serves in, though. I mean, he's really in charge of that point and a 30-love lead, and it'd have been really in charge of this final game and really in charge of this set. But anyway, 15 all. Still a lot of work to do for Coric. Gets the first serve in as they exchange forehands. Forehand to forehand still. Going cross court. Brooksby changes it up. Now they're on the backhands. Now they're going cross court on the backhands. Now it's Coric's turn to change up. Coric comes into the net. He doesn't pull off the volley, though. Really probably should have done. Brooksby goes for the pass. Didn't pull it off. 30-15 to the American. 2 points now away from winning this first set. Sasnovich and Pegula still on serve. One game all at the beginning of their second set. Very 15 to the American here. Brooksby, first serve in again. Very good from him. Backhand. Oh, catching Coric out a little bit there, I think. But now they're exchanging forehands. Now on the backhand. Oh, he's hit it in the net again, Brooksby. That time with a forehand into the net. Two unforced errors, really, from Brooksby when he did decide to go big. I was calling him a pusher a bit earlier. He decides to go big with a couple of shots, and they both go into the net. 30 all. So, break point, set point, break point, set point, break point, set point. What is coming next? 30 all, 5-4 Brooksby. Big point, this one. Big point. Can he get the first serve in? Yes. No, he can't. No, he can't. I think it's the first time in this particular game he didn't get the first serve in. Is he going to pay the price? Let's see. 30 all. Gets the second serve in. Backhand to backhand. Backhand slice from Coric. Backhand slice again from the Croatian. This time he double-handed this time. Backhand to backhand. Kind of 50-50 this point at the moment. Forehand now from Brooksby. Forehand, good depth on that one. Slice there, good slice from Coric. Forehand to forehand. No, forehand in the net from Coric. Sorry, from Brooksby. Forehand in the net from Brooksby. 30-40. That's 3 errors from Brooksby. 3 poor errors, you would suggest, from the American. 3 errors you wouldn't expect at any other point in this set. He's tight. 30-40. Brooksby. First serve. Wow. Good boy, Brooksby. Deuce. Coric disappointed. Understandably so. Excellent first serve from Coric there. That's clutch. Deuce. Saving the break point. Deuce. How's this going to go? Let me know in the live chat if you think Brooksby's going to close this set out. I think he's got an advantage there. He has indeed. He has indeed. He's got his first set point. Advantage, Brooksby. Let us know in the live chat. I've got 13 people on board today. It's great to have you on board, but let me know how you think this match is going to pan out. Goes long on the first serve. Set point. Brooksby, but goes long on that serve. Second serve. Coric attacks. Nice one, Coric. Coric. Oh, but he goes wide on that one. It's done. Brooksby's won the first set. Boom. 6-4. Nice work there. He was facing a break point. Coric would be disappointed with that unforced error there that ended up conceding the set. 6-4 to Brooksby. And breathe. Okay, let's take us around and see what's going on elsewhere. Dan Evans held serve at the beginning of that second set. Cilic and Vinolas are also on serve there. And Sasnovich and Pegula are also on serve. Sasnovich leading 2-1 in that particular exchange. Azarenka are set up on Kostyuk. Pegula's a set up on Sasnovich. Dan Evans is a set up on Duckworth. And Cilic is a set up on his Spanish opponent, Ramos Vinolas. And Brooksby is a set up on Coric. Let's have a look to see how Bencic is getting on, by the way. Bencic is going with serve with Chastea. Swiatek and Sloane Stephens are warming up. That could be an exciting one. Might well switch to that at some point. So Chastea and Bencic on serve. Is anybody watching that match? Be good to hear your thoughts. Shri, by the way, whenever you're ready, come and join us, because I'd love to hear your thoughts on that first set. Let us know as well whether you want to answer this question from Dream T10. Temesis there, is Muguruza good again? Don't know. Give us a follow on Twitter, Talking Tennis TT. Sasnovich Pegula, 2 games all going with serve. Sasnovich to serve. They're exchanging forehands. That's a nice little aggressive shot there, though, from Sasnovich, changing up, but an equally aggressive shot from Pegula, meaning it is love 15. Interesting thought there. Sloane has little chance against Iga. I think I make Iga the slight favourite, but not as heavily a favourite as you think there, I would suggest. Anyways, 15-all, Sasnovich, Pegula. If Pegula gets this done pretty quickly, I think I will switch to one of my matches to the Iga match, because I think that could be a really interesting one. If Pegula gets this done pretty quickly, I will switch over. If it goes to a third set, I might well stay with Pegula. Looking forward to having Shri on board. He should be joining us shortly to give his thoughts on the first set between Brooksby and Coric. Oh, Sasnovich goes long there with the backhand. So it's 15-30. So you say 75-25 for Iga. I say 62-38. If anybody's watching Dan Evans, let me know. Let me know how that's going. I can see he's won that first set fairly easily with, I think it was a double break, and then although it was 6-3, I think that included a second breaker serve. Hence, he served first in the beginning of the second set. Anyone in Bonn watching, please bring me beer. Please make sure it's not Kolsch. Let's see how Pegula's getting on now. 15-30. So she's got a little sniff here at breaking the Sasnovich serve. I can see Shri waiting in the wing. So I'm going to bring him in now to hear what he has to say about that first set between Coric and Brooksby. Shri, what were your thoughts?
Hi, John. Yeah, I just got some of that set, and it did pan out how I expected it to, because I had Djokovic against Brooksby last year in mind as some sort of references to how the match would pan out.
Mm-hmm.
And it did seem like, for most part, Coric was pretty awkward trying to match up to Brooksby, and handling how his shots are tipping low, and how he's how he's throwing in the slices every now and then. It's not something I think Coric is really used to dealing with, and something he tends to struggle with. So yeah, I do. Obviously, I do think this match is going to last about 4 to 5 hours.
I saw your tweet. I mentioned the tweet on the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I think. But I do expect Coric to bounce back. I don't think he's just going away without a fight. But
you still think Coric is going through?
Oh no, I think he's going to bounce back. I'm not sure if he's going to win this. He could, but I wouldn't be surprised if Brooksby comes through as well.
Who would you think that Alcaraz, assuming Alcaraz gets to the third round, who do you think Alcaraz would rather face, Brooksby or Coric?
I think he would rather face Borna and Coric for sure, because
I think so.
Not the most conventional player out there, so he could really give anybody a run for their money. He's matched up pretty well against most of these guys. He's played Novak. We saw what he did last year. Of course, it was just inexperience that sort of cost him towards the end of the second set, and then from there it was just one-way traffic for Novak. He did take out Steph in the Indian Wells. He had Medvedev on the ropes for most of the first set in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think Alcaraz would really love facing someone like Brooksby. But if he is playing as well as he did against someone like Baez, who, I did expect that to be a pretty tough one for Carlos because Baez is an amazing competitor. And that was a really good match until, unfortunately, Baez had to withdraw, but
Yeah.
had to retire. But yeah, I think he would definitely much rather face Borna Church. But then again, I don't think Church will be easy either
No.
because he loves playing the big opposition, and he has. I mean, his record speaks for itself as well. He matches up really well against the best players in the world.
Absolutely. Finally, I just want to get your thoughts on that final game. I talked pretty much the audience through all those points, and it was an interesting final game because Coric did have a chance to break back, to get it back on server. There were some unforced errors there from Brooksby, and I thought for a second there he was starting to get a bit tight. What were your thoughts on that
Yeah,
final game?
yeah. I actually didn't watch that final game. I was busy setting this up. But
Oh, okay, no worries, no
when I
worries.
did, yeah, when I did see that George had that break point, I thought, okay, this is a good chance because if he does get that break back, then it would be pretty difficult for Brooksby to possibly take the first set because he tends to sort of go away after sort of having a commanding lead for a set or so, and then and George definitely has the experience compared to Brooksby. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
Brooksby's played too many slams himself, and this is probably his maybe just his first year on the entire ATP tour. I don't think he played the whole
Of
season
last
last
year.
year either.
Mm-hmm.
So I think experience is definitely on George's side, along with
Yeah.
the Cincinnati triumph. That should give him a lot of confidence. But it is worth noting, however, that he did go out in the very first round of Wimbledon right after winning Halle. And
Mm-hmm.
Halle did not come easy. He beat the top two seeds. He defeated Zverev in the first round and Federer in the final. And I was pretty shocked to see him going out the first round to Medvedev in straight sets there. So
Yeah.
it does tend to happen quite a bit, not just with George, but a lot of players have seen winning, the biggest title of their career at that point, and then just having a really tough loss at a slam. It happened with Zverev as well when he won Rome, and he lost to Verdasco immediately after Roland Garros in 2017. I
What?
think something similar happened to Federer as well
Mm-hmm.
a while ago.
What do you think about Brooksby's nerve management? If he's sort of, let's say he goes a set and a break up, or if it gets tight towards the end of this second set, how do you feel with him? Because I mean, he did look a bit shaky in that final game, and he's only been on the tour, as you
Yes.
say, a year, 18 months. But we don't really have enough evidence, really, either way, to see how he is regarding his nerves.
Yes. So he does tend to get shaky sometimes. I didn't see any of that last year, however, against Djokovic. He just took it to him. I remember
Yeah.
Novak had a couple of break points in the first opening game of the match.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, I think Brooksby was just playing in a way that Novak's not really used to. I mean, he even mentioned how he sort of has that double-handed backhand slice that, I mean, I don't think, aside from Florian Mayer, I'm not seeing anybody really play the slice that way. It can, and he even uses the forehand slice a lot as well. You don't really see players using the forehand slice during the rally to
Sure.
neutralize the shot. But yeah, then I think Novak was just thrown off, and it just couples with how shaky he was for the entire tournament. He had a lot of nervous starts. So Brooksby did not show any sort of nerves there, and I do remember when he served for the first set against Medvedev in Miami. He was a bit shaky. There were a few errors when Medvedev was all over him in that 10th game, and from there, uh, Brooksby just disappeared. So it's again, like you said, we don't have too many data points as yet
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
see how well he manages nerves, but for sure, in New York, he can draw the crowd support, and
Yeah.
that could get him through some. Last year, he took out Fritz and Karatsev. I mean, at the time, pretty big wins for him. And Karatsev did have a breakthrough season last year, so I think he definitely had a very impressive run last year. And it's interesting
Final.
to see how far he go here.
Yeah, finally, I just want to get your thoughts on who's winning this second set. I guess, given what you said at the beginning, you're expecting Coric to come back.
Yes, I'm just going to check what the score is.
Yeah,
Uh,
right. I've taken my eye off that
Oh,
guy.
he is up a break. So yeah, it's sort of what I expected. I think if George does not it's not really spray errors, so it just gives points. He should come through the set.
Yeah, Coric getting an early break there. You're right, 2-love.
Yeah. And,
Shri, thanks very much for your thoughts. I'd like to get you back on board at the end of this set, if that's okay.
all right, of course.
Great. Take care. Speak to you in about half an hour or so.
Sure. See you.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
So thank you, Shri, there for giving us a nice little sum up of that first set. I'm still waiting for someone to bring me some beer. It's not happened yet, but never mind. 6:10. I've actually got a day off tomorrow, so looking forward to a couple of beers this evening. I'll also be watching the United match, hence the T-shirt and hence the finish time for this particular stream. Swiatek looks like they're still warming up with Sloane Stephens. By the way, what happened during our little chat? Well, there's a couple of big things, big developments. First of all, Coric, as we said, got an early break there to go 2-love up. So he'll be looking to try and get that back on an even keel. But something else occurred. Two things occurred. Pegula broke, and then Sasnovich broke back to make it 3-all. And let me tell you this, shot of the match, absolutely on the stretch at the net. It was an excellent passing shot, to be fair, from Pegula. But on the stretch, Sasnovich not only gets a racket on the ball, she also gets it just back over the net with an excellent volley, and it was enough to win that game. So it's now back on serve, and in fact, Sasnovich is threatening to take a 4-3 lead here, as she's got a 40-15 lead in this particular game. Let's go back, though, to Coric against Brooksby. Coric there with a break, and he's 3-love up. So that's the exact start to this second set that I think the Croatian needed. Yeah, 3-love. They're actually on a break, so I won't spend too much time talking about that. What is going on elsewhere? Let's have a quick look around some of the other matches. Make sure you hit that like button and also get your comments in. I'm still waiting for some Dan Evans comments. What's wrong with you people? Nobody's watching Dan Evans. Nobody cares about poor old Dan Evans. I want to know. I want to know what he's thinking. I want to know what you're thinking. And I want some thoughts on that match because I haven't seen a single ball as Swiatek and Stephens get underway, with Stephens winning the first point on the Swiatek serve, although it's now back at 15-all. Davis did win that second set against Alexandrova, so that's now 1-all. Who would have thought that after Alexandrova won the first set 6-love? Chastea is a breakup on Bencic. That would be a shock for me. So she's a set and a breakup. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wow, so lots of things have happened in the last sort of 5 or 10 minutes then. Coric has got an early break up in the second set. Bencic is a set and a breakdown against the Romanian Chastea, and Davis did serve it out. So it's 1-all against Alexandrova. Azarenka is steamrolling over her Ukrainian opponent, Kostyuk, and is really looking like she's going to be closing that out pretty soon. 6-2, 4-love. She leads. And Sasnovich, though, is now at deuce against Pegula. She was looking rather comfortable at 40-15 in this particular game, but Pegula's nicely got that back to deuce. Dan Evans and Duckworth are on serve in the second set. Dan Evans taking the first set, and Cilic is a breakup on the set in the second set against Ramos Vinola. So that's looking good for the Croatian. And as I said, Coric is leading 3-love. Let's just take us through the closing stages of this particular game. Sasnovich looking to consolidate the break that she just got, or at least conserve, if you like, the break she's got by taking a 4-3 lead. But it's currently deuce. So I will be taking us through that. I'll leave these scores up on the screen here while I take us through the closing stages of this particular game. I think it's at least the second deuce that they've had. Sasnovich now with a second serve on deuce, 3-all. Forehand there from Pegula. Good return of serve from the American. They're now on backhands. A backhand slice from Pegula. A forehand slice from Sasnovich. She's done a few forehand slices today. She actually comes in the net off the back of a forehand slice, Sasnovich, which was clearly a mistake. And her opponent just drives it past her. Break point, Pegula. Okay, here we go. Backhand. Oh, she's got it in the net. Juice. Good shot from Sasnovich, to be fair. But back to that previous point, what was Sasnovich thinking when she was coming off the back of a forehand slice, approaching the net off that? And it wasn't a drop shot. It wasn't like she did the forehand slice with Pegula deep. Pegula easily got to it and just drove it past Sasnovich. Juice, anyway, 3-all. She got away with it. Backhand moonball, forehand drive from Sasnovich. Excellent shot from Pegula. Drives it past her opponent, getting another break point. And who would have thought this would occur at 40-15 Sasnovich? Again, Sasnovich coming in. Understandably so this time, perhaps they're off the drive. But again, Pegula passing her opponent. It seemed to be a lack of conviction there from Sasnovich as she approached the net off the back of that drive. In fact, there was a lack of conviction in the drive anyway, the drive volley. She gets the first serve in, though. Here we go. Backhand Pegula. Forehand to forehand. Forehand to forehand. Oh, it's landed in. Oh, but a good shot there from Sasnovich, getting it back to Juice. Boy. Oh. Swiatek and Stevens. Swiatek holding serve and is at 15-30. Like I said, if Pegula does win this set and therefore the match, I will switch to the Swiatek-Stevens match and then basically share Swiatek, Stevens, Coric, and Brooksby. They can share my stage on Talking Tennis. I'll be coming to the live chat in a minute, so I want your thoughts on Dan Evans. I want your thoughts on Azarenka. I want your thoughts on Lauren Davis, who's trying to come back against Alexandrova. And I want your thoughts on Bencic as well, who's in a spot of bother. In fact, she's in a big bother against Chestaya. Sasnovich now has a game point advantage. First serve in. Backhand down the line. But Pegula gets there excellently. Again. This time, though, Sasnovich comes to the net and wins the point and holds serve. 4-3, Sasnovich. Big hold. Yeah, that Azarenka Kostyuk scoreline. Yeah, it's a real blow. Were you expecting something different, Shri? I don't know if you thought that would be a lot more difficult for Azarenka than it currently is. 6-2, 4-1. That's just one break of serve, though, if I'm right, for her. But still, yeah. What about the Bencic scoreline, though? That's the one that stands out for me. And yeah, Bencic and Shelby are my. I mean, I've got a Coco Gauff Swiatek final. Yeah. As they go around the grounds as well on Eurosport. Let's have a quick look at some of the scoreboards around the grounds. I want to see how things are going. Oh, Swiatek's got an early break against Sloane Stevens, 2-love and 15-love. That's an excellent start for the world number one. Chosteo and Bencic are in a real slug of war regarding this particular game. I've seen lots of juices and advantages for Chosteo and Bencic during this particular game, the sixth game of the second set. You do feel as though this could be massive, especially if Chosteo holds. Davis and Alexandrova are exchanging serves in the deciding set, although Davis is threatening a break. Interesting. Very interesting. Pegula is 30-love up now on Sasnovich in this particular game of the second set. So that's important start for her there. We mentioned Azarenka really very much in charge against Kostyuk, just 2 games away from victory. Over to the men's. Evans now a breakup. What's going on, by the way? I keep asking for people to mention Evans and nobody's talking about him. Poor old Evans deserves some of our attention. Looks like he's on the verge of, or not the verge, but he's looking very good against Duckworth, as you'd probably expect. Is he looking as good on the court as the scoreline suggests for the number 20 seed? Let me know in the live chat. Cilic and Ramos Vinolas are exchanging serves. Cilic has set up on his opponent, and Coric 4-1 up on Brooksby. I'll come to the Coric-Brooksby game perhaps, or match shortly. Not really watched much of this second set, so I really want Shri's thoughts on the Coric-Brooksby second set. But things are getting pretty close here with Sasnovich and Pegula. It's 4-4 now. Pegula holding serve fairly comfortably. Let's see how Sasnovich gets on with her serve. Obviously saving some break points in the previous service game that she had. Let's see, 4-4. Second serve for Pegula to look at. Oh, double fault. Sasnovich, double fault. Clip the net cord, goes long. Love 15. Love 15. Nothing against Sasnovich, but I wouldn't mind watching the Swiatek match against Stevens. So, yeah, you know what I'm thinking. His first serve there. Good backhand. Now on the backhand slice from Pegula. Oh, she puts it into the net. Sasnovich, love 30. She throws a racket on the ground in frustration. Love 30. Two points from breaking. Huge point. Huge point. Can she get the first serve in, Sasnovich? Yes, she can. Forehand, Sasnovich goes deep. Good, excellent deep forehand there. Nice, another good forehand, but it's a good backhand, though, from Pegula. Good forehand. Sasnovich hits it into the net. Love 40. And it was a forced error, though. It was an excellent deep shot from Pegula, pretty much landing on the line. Sasnovich could get a racket on it, but could only put it in the net. Love 40. 3 break points for the American. Love 40. Let's take you through this point. Okay. Excellent return, Pegula. It's a winner. It's a break. 5-4. She's going to serve for the match. Boom. So while they're on a break, let's see what's happening elsewhere. Coric still has that break up against Brooksby in the second set as he looks to try and make it 1 set all. Cilic and Ramos Vinolas are still on serve in that second set. And Dan Evans is still a breakup on Duckworth. As I said, Pegula is going to be trying to serve this out very shortly as we have a quick look at Alcaraz warming up before his match against Choria. Doing some nice muscle exercises there ahead of his match. For the number 3 seed. Anyway, Davis and Alexandrova are on serve in the deciding set. Azarenka is serving for the match, 6-2, potentially to win it 6-1. And Chastea held serve, so she's still a breakup, although Bencic must have held serve pretty quickly as well. So Chastea is 2 games from victory against the Swiss. For me, that's a surprise if it does turn out that way. But she struggled to hold serve in the previous game. Chastea will be desperate to break. Let's see if she manages to do so. And Stevens has got it back on serve against Swiatek. That's interesting. So it's 2-1 there to the world number 1, but she ceded her serve. So it's it's basically back on serve as Stevens looks to hold serve, albeit she's 15-30 down. Pegula against Sasnovich. Anyway, let's talk about this particular match because Pegula here is trying to serve this one out. 5-4 to the American, trying to serve it out. She's 4 points, of course, from victory, but she's lost the first point, so it's love 15. Sasnovich with a mini advantage in this potentially decisive game. Pegula, first serve into the net. Backhand to backhand. Forehand now of Sasnovich. Backhand Pegula. Backhand Sasnovich. Clips the net, but doesn't make it over. Clips the net, doesn't make it over, so it's 15 all. Pegula, 3 points from the match. I called her Mrs. Consistent a few times. Well, basically she is. First serve goes long. 15 all still. 6-4, 5-4. Serving for the match. Second serve. Gets it in. But Sasnovich goes long with the return. 30-15. 2 points from victory. (30-15) Pegula. Backhand, forehand. Backhand, forehand. Forehand into the net. 2 match points for Pegula. 40-15. 40-15. 2 match points Pegula. I guess she should be closing this out now. Don't worry, Shri, if you don't like Evans, no big deal. Let's see if Pegula does get this, though, anyway. And she's got it. She's got it. She's through. A forehand error from Sasnovich means she's through. 6-4, 6-4. She progresses to the third round. Sasnovich gives a little nod of the head, accepts the fact that she's been beaten by the better woman. Pegula through, the number 8 seed, as you'd probably expect. Okay, before we go to Coric Brooksby, I want to see what some of the other scores are doing. Coric has still got that breakup 4-2. We will be coming to Shri for his thoughts at the end of that particular set. Cilic against Vinolas. Vinolas has just broken. Ramos Vinolas has just broken Cilic, so it's 5-3 now. He's serving for the second set to make it 1-set all. That's interesting. Coric and Brooksby at 30 all. We're going to come to that match. I'm going to give you a bit of a talk through maybe the closing stages of that set before we then switch to Swiatek, Sloane Stephens. Dan Evans, 5-2 up against Duckworth, very close to winning that second set to take a giant step towards the second round, towards the third round, sorry. And as I said, Pegula has just beaten Sasnovich. Azarenka has still not won that match against Kostyuk. It's still only 1 break of serve, but still very much the hot favourite there. Davis and Alexandra are still on serve in that particular match. And Chastea is now 1 game from victory against the much fancied Swiss opponent. And Swiatek has a break point against Stephens. So that will be interesting to see if she can then get that break advantage once again. Popcorn tennis people, anyone in the live chat? If you are, say hello. Pegula now giving her on-court interview. I will switch over on my main screen to the Swiatek match. And she's broken Swiatek, 3-1. So she's got the break advantage once again. She broke early for 2-love, got broken back, and now she's broken again. Lots of breaks of serve. Boom, boom, boom. 3-1 Swiatek. She's now serving at 3-1 Swiatek. Let's dip in, therefore, though. I think it's time we had a quick dip into the Coric match. Oh, Brooksby broken back. Thank you, Shri. Good job you told me, because I wasn't aware of that. And I was just about to dip into that, and I'm going to dip into it now. Thank you for your update there, by the way. Poor game from Coric. And they're actually on a changeover, so I might give it another minute or two before I do that. As I said, Swiatek is now a break up. Anyway, yes, Swiatek is a breakup on Stephens. Bencic is looking like she's going to hold serve, so she's going to make Chastea serve it out at Shri leads 6-3, 5-3 there. Davis and Alexandrova, every time I look, they're still in this fourth game of this particular set. So this has really been a tug of war. Azarenka has match point against Kostyuk. Match point Azarenka. Match point Azarenka. 40-30. There, let's see if she manages to get this match done. That would be another person through, joining Pegula in the third round. I've got Swiatek and Stevens on the big screen. On my small screen, I've got someone. Juice now, Kostyuk Azarenka. So she's saved that match point. Up to Dan Evans. Dan Evans has sealed that second set, 6-3, 6-2 for the Brits. So he's really on course to progress to round 3, which will be nice for him. And Cilic looks like he's broken back against Ramos Vinolas in that. And Ramos Vinolas was serving for that set. So now that's nice. And Kostyuk has actually got a game point against Azarenka, having faced a match point. Okay, so Cilic back on serve. He'll be pleased about that. Someone else is back on serve is Brooksby, and that's the game the match I'm going to be switching to right now. I'll leave, therefore, Sloane, Stevens, and Swiatek on that screen for you to keep an eye on. As I switch to the other match, Coric, Brooksby. See how that's going on. Poor game from Coric, as Shri pointed out. Okay, let's see how this goes. That's a poor volley there, though, from Coric at the net. 15-all. So Brooksby won the first set 6-4. They're now on serve in this second set. Coric just kicking the ball back over the net. Be disappointed with that. Swiatek has held serve, so she's leading 4-1 now. Choria against Alcaraz to come. I'm pretty certain I won't be able to see that to its conclusion unless Alcaraz or Coria gets it done quickly, which I doubt. Okay, what's going on here with Brooksby? Brooksby's 30-15 up now, 3-4 on serve. Brooksby to serve. Can he get the first serve in? Yes, he can. Good first serve. On the forehand of Brooksby. It's a nice, clean winner there from the American. 40-15. Looking to gain parity here at 4-all, having been a breakdown for the early stages of this second set. Hits the line. That was a nice forehand volley, forehand strike there from Brooksby. Let me know where in the world, by the way, you're watching this from. I'm in Bonn in Germany. Shri's in India. We'll be dipping into his thoughts at the end of the second set. Oh, Coric goes wide. 4-all. 4-all. Second set. Brooksby will be feeling good. Break down. Got it back on serve. 4-all. Pressure on Coric. Over to you, my friend. I'm now looking up at the Shri. Shri's not playing. I'm now looking up at the Swiatek Stevens match. Yeah, it's 15 love. Oh, love 15 actually. Is Swiatek looks for a double break. Okay, 4-all in this match. So this is getting tense now. Forehand to forehand. Although Coric is sort of dictating the play, although I think that's kind of a mistake as he mixed that one up there a bit. Now it's on the backhand of Brooksby. Brooksby gets it back in play. A nice aggressive forehand from Coric, though it's aggressive enough to force the error from Brooksby, meaning 15 love. 4-all, 15 love. Over in the Swiatek Stevens match, it is 4-1 with one break for the pole, but she is Stevens is serving. Love 30 down. Good first serve there from Coric. Nice forehand winner. 1-2. Bam. 30 love Coric. It's now 15:30 in the Stevens Swiatek 6th game, first set. 1-4. Coric 30 love 4-all. Bouncing the ball. Up goes the toss. First serve goes long. Actually goes wide, to be precise. Zoltan, I've got you. I've got a WhatsApp. I don't know if you're in the live stream, but Zoltan, you can come whenever you like. Maybe even write to me in the live chat as well. I can see your WhatsApps. If you are watching, by the way, you can also write to me in the live chat, and I can even respond there. And by the way, I would love 6 bottles of what is my favorite beer in Germany? I'll find out in a second. Let's see how this goes on. So one of my favorite beers in Germany. Let's get this because Coric is now leading 40-15, so he's looking like he's going to hold. By the way, Swiatek has a break point for a double break. It's actually the second break point. I'll let you know how that pans out in a second. Let's just see though about my favorite. It's one of my 2 or 3 favorite beers in Germany. Let me know in the live chat if you know what my favorite beer is in Germany. Oh, goodness me. What's it called? I can't remember. I should know. It's got the... Rothaus. Rothaus? I think it is Rothaus beer. Deutschland. You know the one. Some of you might know it. Yeah, Rothaus Tannenzapfler. So listen, if you're in the live stream, Zoltan, if you are, and you could get me 6 bottles of this, it would be amazing. Cash upon arrival. Or Marcello, by the way, if you're in the live stream, because I know these 2 guys. There we go. Thanks, Zoltan. Yeah. Yes. So if you could, Zoltan. And by the way, whenever you come over, the live stream basically finishes. So this is up to you, Zoltan. I know you and Marcello coming over this evening for... well, I'm not sure if Marcello will have any beer because I know he's got some important appointments tomorrow. But I know he's going to come over for an hour or 2. We've got the United game on tonight. Going to be playing a bit of ping pong as well. Stevens, by the way, saved 2 break points and she's now at advantage. Zoltan, if you right now, I've not managed to get to a kiosk or a supermarket, so I may well be relying on you for this beer. So the sooner you get here, the better. In my opinion, but I understand that you have other commitments, of course. But I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. And I think Stevens has held serve. That's a big hold of serve. So it's now 4-2, though. Still 1 break of serve down. Swiatek 1 break of serve up. Shri there mentioning a beer. I don't know if that's his particular preferred beer or not, but it's not mine. Okay, so Swiatek 4-2 up. Let's go back to Coric. Did he manage to hold serve in that particular match? Yes, he did. So it's 5-4 there. Make sure you hit that like button, by the way, people tuning in, and subscribe. I can see Shri in the background, although I don't think he's got his camera on right now. Let's just have a quick look around the grounds. What's going on? Bencic has broken back. Bencic has broken back. I didn't know that. Chastaya. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That is news. That is news. Chastaya will be disappointed. I think she was serving for the match. Bencic broken back. 5-all in the second set. Putin and Niemeyer just getting underway. Swiatek 1 break of serve up on Stevens. 4-2 there. Davis and Alexandrova still on serve there. That set is really chugging along very slowly. So that I don't know if that means a good thing that they're having some amazing tugs of war, or whether it's another example. Azarenka did win against Kostyuk. Poor old Kostyuk, the Ukrainian, crashes out. Sinner and Eubanks warming up, and Evans and Duckworth on serve in the third set. And Maron Cilic is threatening to level things up 5-all in that second set. And Coric did hold serve. 30-love Brooksby. I can see now why Shri is waiting in the wings, because things are looking interesting there. Let's see how this goes. 30-love Brooksby. 40-love, is that Brooksby? No, it's second serve. 4-5 Brooksby. There's an interesting shadow being cast over the, I think it's Arthur Ashe, actually, between Swiatek and Stevens. Get your thoughts in the live chat. Shadows on tennis courts. How annoying. Good backhand there from Coric. Good forehand from Coric. Should be enough to win the point. Oh, that's a difficult lofted one, though. Goes deep. Good smash, but still not enough to win the point. Good backhand from Coric. Still not enough to win the point. Oh, good defense, Brooksby. Good defense, Brooksby, but still, that was wild, Coric. 40-love Brooksby wins the point. Pretty much on the defensive throughout. I actually still think Coric did really well, with the exception of his final shot, which was wild and was about 10 meters out. 40-love Brooksby looking to hold. Thanks, Zoltan. Zoltan, let me know how many minutes you are away, because I'm getting rather thirsty. I imagine you're still probably about an hour away. I don't even mind if you drop the beer off and then come back. Put it in the elevator. Send it up. Go away again. And I then have some lovely beer while I just jump off the screen for 30 seconds. Brooksby looming large here. I like that comment, Shri. I'll leave that on the screen for a minute or two. Swiatek 40-30, looking to go 5-2 up there. Let's go back to Brooksby. 5-all, Coric serving. Gets the first serve in, but a good return from Brooksby, to be fair. Backhand to backhand. Forehand. Oh, Coric goes wide. Love 15. Love 15. Make sure you click that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Swiatek 5-2 now. Close to winning that first set. Let's go back to Coric and Brooksby. Love 15 in this one. 15-all, though. Brooksby looks up to the sky in disappointment. 15-all. Showing a close-up of Swiatek's shoes there, or sneakers. And it says Team Swiatek. What's going on elsewhere, by the way? Duckworth and Evans at 1-all in that third set. Brooksby is threatening to break. That would be very interesting for Coric. Azarenka's 1, as I already mentioned. What about Bencic? Bencic has held serve. Chastea served for the match. Didn't manage to close it out. Now she's hanging on for a tiebreak. Davis and Alexandrova still on serve. Niemeyer and Putintseva on serve at the very beginning of that match as Badosa and Martic warm up. Martic is somebody I saw at close quarters at Wimbledon. I saw her against, I think, Pegula. Did she not Pegula out at Wimbledon? Somebody can correct me in the chat. Actually watched the match, I should know. But never mind. I remember the sun was beating down and lots of people were handing out. It was a nice little community feel with various people handing out sun cream to various different people. Share and share alike. So, Swiatek, 5-2 up on Stevens. Stevens serving 15-love to the American. Let's go back, though, to Coric and Brooksby, because that's getting very interesting, I would suggest. Forehand there to forehand. Coric should be desperate to win this point. It's 15-30 on his serve. Good backhand there from couple of good backhands from Coric, but a good forehand also though. Another good. Oh, 30 all. 30 all. Huge. Because you'd think 15-40 would have been really, really, really difficult for Coric to get out of. 30 all, though, is a bit different. It's a big difference. Longest rally of the match is that. 25 shots as well. 30 all, 5 all. It's tight. How are you feeling, Coric? You're on serve. You had a break up. Coric to serve. Bouncing the ball. Beat of the bounce, beat of the heart. Here we go. Into the net. Second serve. Yeah, maybe it's a good idea that I wait on the beer anyway. Zoltan, I'll wait for you. Whenever you get here, just get here when you can. Here we go. Second serve. Backhand from Brooksby. Goes deep. Goes deep as well from Coric. Forehand now from both players. 30 all. Backhand to backhand. I'd say Coric is slightly in charge of the point, and he wins it with a great winner. Fist pump. Understandable. 40-30. Game point for the Croatian. Okay, how is Swiatek doing? I think Stevens has held serve, so making her opponent serve out the first set. Okay, I can take that Brooksby looming large comment away, I think. Yeah, Swiatek serving for the set, 5-3. Let's go back, though, to Brooksby and Coric, because that is looking tense. And Coric has held. That's a big hold. 6-5. 6-5 for the Croatian. Huge hold. 15-30 was in a spot of bother. And it was in a deep rally, longest rally of the match, 25 shots that the Croatian won and ultimately held serve. That's huge. 6-5. Now the pressure's slightly back on Brooksby, albeit that Brooksby has an advantage. Must be hot out there. They've got the ice towels. Change of ends means I can divert away and talk us through Swiatek Stevens. Just give me a time, Zoltan. I'll wait. Whatever time you get here, just get here when you can, and then I'll have a beer. Nick, thank you for liking as well. A tweet there, I think it was from Shri. It might have been a tweet from me, I'm not sure. But thank you for liking that, Nick. Nick, by the way, Nick, if you jump on the stream for 5 minutes, that would be amazing. So I can go and have a beer. Maybe I'll leave you and Shri just for 5 minutes. Anyone from Popcorn can jump on the stream. I know I'm changing my mind about 15 times here between whether I'm going to get a beer or not. But if there's anybody, we've got Shri there in the background. Nice of you to join. Oop, nearly knocked the microphone over. Shri, I'll come to you when this is, by the way, before I even had a beer. I knocked the microphone. I'll come to you, Shri, at the conclusion of this set, or maybe even for the tiebreaker. You might be ahead of me though, so I'll probably let you just focus on Brooksby and Coric. Really focus closely on that, because I'm just looking at Swiatek trying to close this out. She's 30-15 up thanks to a close call. But you just keep an eye on those two. 30-15 here with Swiatek as Stevens. So it's 2 points away from winning the first set for the pole. She's got a forehand chance to win the point. Ooh, that was close from Stevens. Her face, though, says it all. 2 set points for Swiatek. Close call, but not enough. 40-30. 40-15, sorry. 2 set points for the pole. 40-15. Swiatek. (40-15) into the net. First serve into the net from Swiatek. Let's see. Second serve for Swiatek against Stevens here. 5-3. Set point. Good second serve. She comes into the net. It's gone long. Swiatek wins the first set. 6-3. The world number 1 looking good. 6-3. It's an excellent second serve, by the way, forcing Stevens way out of court. and really putting her in charge of the point. And she won it 6-3. Moment to breathe is there. Bencic has won that set. My goodness me. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Chastea serving for it to win the match. Doesn't do so. Bencic on a roll, and she wins that set 7-5. You'd probably make the Swiss the favourite now. The momentum has really swung in that match. I'm pleased because I've got Bencic going far in the tournament. There's an interesting Freudian slip there. Anyway, Bencic, I can see Shri giggling there. I'm going to go back to Brooksby and Coric, which is a really tight moment. I'll leave Shri off stream for now because I'm sure we are probably at different moments. My stream is often slightly slower than everyone else's, so Coric Brooksby there. Coric is 2 points away from winning the set. 15-30, Brooksby on his serve. So this is key. I mentioned how Brooksby looked a bit tight at the end of the first set. How are your nerves now, Jensen? Gets his first serve in. Important. Backhand to backhand. Still on the backhand, although actually Coric runs around it. And he goes into the net, 15-40. It's another one of those with Brooksby. He did it twice at the end of the first set when he puts relatively easy shots into the net. And he's done it again, bringing up 2 set points for Coric. 2 set points for Coric, 15-40. I'll talk us through this, and then we'll go straight to Shri. If he closes it, if he wins this set. Still a tiebreak, a distinct possibility, of course. 15-40. Good first serve from Jensen. Good first serve. Oh, but it's landed in. It's landed in. Great defensive shots there from Coric. And I tell you what, I make Coric the favourite for this point now. Let's see how this pans out. I thought that was it. Let's see. Oh, clips the net. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. This is a massive point now. What's going to happen? Now, what? He goes for the lob. Oh, my goodness me. Jensen wins the point. I hope I explained that well enough, but that was a topsy-turvy point. Basically, the first, I think it was a first serve from Jensen that I thought was going to be enough to win the point, but Coric gets a racket on it, but I thought it was still going to go out. It landed in, which meant kind of the rally was neutralized, but still from that moment onwards, I fancied Coric, and especially when he approached the net with a reasonably good attack. Brooksby then goes for the lob, and it's good enough to win the point. Saves a set point, but there's still one more to go, 30-40. Can he get the first serve in? He can. He can. It's an ace. Deuce. And breathe. And breathe. Deuce. How's this going to pan out? Boy, oh boy. Gets his serve in. Gets a return in. Nice, though. 1-2 from Brooksby. Now it's Brooksby with game point to take it to a tiebreak. Interesting, the seats have preferred seating for guest or coaching teams. So I guess that means any randomer could potentially sit in that seat. Stevens now beginning the second set, 15-all over there. Brooksby game point, advantage to the American. Gets his first serve in. Backhand to backhand. Coric goes long on the backhand. Tiebreak time. Boy, oh boy. 15-40. So it was 2 set points for Coric. Tell you what, Brooksby, hats off, though, especially that point that I told you about. Once that returner serve lands in, because it's such a shock that it kind of lands in, I don't know, I made Coric the favourite for that point throughout that moment. And, of course, it was set point as well, which means the nerves would have been jangling even more. But what a winner. The lob winner from Brooksby was really Hollywood stuff. Tiebreak, and I'm going to come to Shri after the tiebreak to get his thoughts. Still waiting in the wings. Fatima, nice to have you on board. Hey, John, what's up? Okay, I'm going to talk you through the tiebreak. Ace, Coric. I tell you what, they're both clutch in a way at this point, I would say. They're both playing clutch tennis. One love, Coric. Brooksby to serve. Oh, Swiatek's broken Stevens. One love. Here we go, Brooksby. Second serve. Who have you got for this tiebreak, people? Coric or Brooksby to win this tiebreak? Let me know in the live chat. Second serve in. Backhand to backhand. Backhand to the forehand now of oh, he's gone wide. 1-1. 1-1. Coric goes wide in the tram line. Okay, 1-1 now. Brooksby still on serve. Looking to keep it that way. Gets the first serve in. He's got it. 2-1, still on serve. Over to you, Coric. It's kind of over to you at the moment. I know there's been a couple of breaks of serve in this set, but certainly since I tuned in at around about 5-5. Swiatek, by the way, looking good. Looking good. Who is that in the box there that they keep looking at in this Swiatek-Stevens match? Anyway, okay, so second serve here for Brooksby to look at. It's going with serve at the moment, 2-1 to the American. Let's see, second serve Coric. How's it going? Gets it in on the forehand of Coric. Defensive backhand, but Coric is in charge. But that's a silly shot from Coric, and even sillier there, 3-1. He was in charge of that, but I think he went the wrong direction with that point. He went the wrong way. Comes into the net. He's in charge of the point. He really needs to go back that way, but he goes back towards the American. It was a mistake, but then the second mistake was to compound it, and he went long with the volley, perhaps because he realized he'd made a mistake. That was frazzled his mind somewhat. Advantage Brooksby, so to speak. He's got a mini break up. 1-3. Coric to serve. Gets the first serve in. It's a good first serve. 3-2. 3-2 forces the error there. I mean, it's not even an error, really. You know what I mean. Forces the length on that volley. 3-2 Brooksby. Just one mini break. What's it going to be like at the exchange? Gets the first serve in, Brooksby. Backhand to backhand. Backhand to backhand. To backhand to the forehand of Brooksby. To the forehand of Coric. Now on the backhand of Brooksby. Goes cross court. Backhand to backhand. Now they're back on the backhand exchange, although now it's on the forehand of Brooksby. Brooksby, don't put this in the net. Backhand. Forehand Brooksby. Good shot Brooksby. Forehand Brooksby again. Backhand Coric goes wide. 4-2 at the change of ends. 4-2 at the change of ends. Mini break for Brooksby. I'll take us back at this change of ends to Swiatek against Stevens. Swiatek has a game point, 40-30. Hopefully you're keeping up here. She's got a break, a serve here as well. So Swiatek looking good. 6-3 and a break up. 40-30 for Swiatek. I will be coming to you, Shri, very, very soon at the end of this tiebreak. Anyway, and Swiatek has held 2-love. Looking very, very good there. Looking very good for the pole. 6-3, 2-love. Tricky second round, this, Sloane Stevens. Tricky second round. Back to Coric and Brooksby. 4-2 for the American. The American to serve. I will be coming to the live chat shortly, as well as Shri, for your thoughts on this. So make sure you got your pen at the ready there, Shri, for your notes on this tiebreak in particular. 4-2 Brooksby. This is a decisive. It's a big point. You'd imagine 5-2 making him a hot favourite for this, and a 2-set love making him a hot favourite for the match. Anyway, they're on the backhands. Now on the forehand of Brooksby. Again, don't put it in the net, Brooksby. Coric, though, 4-3. Gets the break back. They're now on serve. Brooksby goes long. 4-3. 3-4, so to speak. Coric to serve. Back on serve. I fancy Coric right now. That's what I'm saying. Having got that break back. 3-4. Nervy times, though, for both players. Swiatek's held serve, 2 love, as I said. Stevens to serve, 15 love. Back to this second set tiebreak, though. This is where we should all be at. All our eyes should be here. 4-3. Coric going forehand. Now on the backhand of Coric. On the forehand of Brooksby. On the forehand to forehand this time. An unusual exchange. Brooksby goes long. 2 unforced errors there from Brooksby. Long. 4-all. Like I said, I fancy Coric right now. I'll be coming to both the live chat and Shri very, very soon. So please be getting your comments in, whether it be on the Stevens-Swiatek match, whether it be on Bencic, whether it be on Dan Evans. Nobody wants to talk about Dan Evans. 4-all here anyway. Coric, 4-all. First serve in. Big. Forehand. Not deep enough, though. Forehand now of Brooksby. Forehand now. Did that go wide? Yes, it did. Brooksby 5-4. Brooksby 5-4. Coric talking to himself. Seeds the whatever he had. He got it back on serve, but now the advantage is with the American. Mini break. 2 points away from winning this second set. 2 points away from a 2-set advantage. 2 points away from proving me wrong, which I'm sure is his biggest motivation, because I said I fancied Coric for this tiebreak, especially when it was at 4-all. Brooksby gets the first serve in, comes into the net, does he? Yes, he does, Brooksby. He's got it, though. He's got the break back, and he does boom. And I understand why. Brooksby came into the net, but didn't do well enough on the volley, and it was a fairly easy pass there for Coric at the net of the American. So now it's back on serve. 5-all. I'm sticking with my Coric prediction for this tiebreak. In fact, I'm sticking with my Coric prediction for the tiebreak and the match. Long way to go, though. 5-all. Brooksby to serve. Gets the first serve in. Forehand of Brooksby. Goes long, Brooksby. Set point, Coric. Smashes the ball on the ground. 3 unforced errors in this tiebreak, all of which went long. Perhaps he was thinking of not hitting it into the net, as he'd done at crucial moments during this match before. Set point, Coric, and set point, and he's serving. He's been pretty much behind throughout this entire tiebreak, and now he's serving for it, Coric. Of course, he had 2 set points on the Brooksby serve in the final game of that second set. But now he's looking to serve it here. 6-5. Set point Coric. Serves into the net. Second serve. I'll be coming to you in a minute, Shri. Six-5. Gets the second serve in. Coric on the backhand. Brooksby on the backhand. Backhand to backhand. Forehand of Coric. Forehand of Brooksby. Goes dangerously long, but it stays in this time. And again, this time hitting the line, I think, from Brooksby. Backhand to backhand. Slice now from Coric. I think that's a good idea. Backhand to backhand. Backhand slice again from Coric. A backhand slice this time from Brooksby. Boy, this ball is spinning. Now they're on the backhand, double-handed cross-court shot. So they keep staying on the backhand slice again from Coric. Forehand to forehand now. Backhand, a little more aggressive this time from Coric. Really aggressive backhands. Brooksby goes down the line, mixing it up. Good idea, Brooksby. 6-all. 6-all. Coric goes into the net after Brooksby mixes it up. Going to the forehand of Coric, and Coric this time is the person who hits it into the net. Nice one, Brooksby. That was a good one. That was clever. 6-all. as they exchange, as they go to the changeover. Ooh, my head is spinning. I don't know how you're feeling, Shri. I'll come to you in a second. Oh. I wouldn't be surprised, by the way, if you are a few seconds ahead of me, Shri. So you're probably listening to my commentary and you're going, I know what happens at this point. I can see you nodding there. That's the main reason I'm not bringing you in, by the way. I promise you I will bring you in as soon as this concludes, this set. So let's see what happens. 6-all. Swiatek is threatening a double break in the second set, by the way. She's got an advantage. Okay, back to Coric and Brooksby. 6-all. Coric has had 3 set points. Brooksby, though, was leading pretty much throughout this tiebreak. They're now on serve. I'm still going with Coric. 6-all. Ooh, that was close. Second serve, though. That was super close. I thought he had an ace there for a second, but not quite. Close call, just out. 6-all, second serve. Coric. Gets it in. Backhand slice from Coric. Backhand to backhand again, which seems to be something that's been happening a lot in this match. Backhand to backhand. Now it's on the forehand of each player. Coric comes into the net. It's a winner from Coric. That was close, probably closer than it had to be because he was in charge of that point. Goes pretty super deep on that. I think it may even hit the line. Anyway, set point again for Coric. I think that's the 4th set point. By the way, Swiatek has a double break. She's 3-love up in the second set against Sloane Stephens. Didn't quite hit the line, but I'm sure he went a bit too close for comfort there. And he did sort of have a think about it. And he does that. Set point now for Coric once again. Brooksby to serve. 6-7. Brooksby serving. He gets an ace. It's an ace. 7-all. As the clock strikes 2 hours for this match, it's now 7-all. Brooksby getting an ace. Let's see how this goes. Backhand exchanges. Forehand now to both players. Good shot there from Coric. Gets the mini break advantage and is now serving for it again. I think this is his 5th set point, but maybe the TV will prove me wrong. But that's an excellent forehand there that Brooksby just couldn't get. Well, he got to it, but he couldn't obviously get it back in play. Another set point for Coric. I believe it's his 5th. 8-7 he leads now. I think he's going to do it this time. Let's see. Needs a first serve, I would have thought, though. Yeah, it's set point number 5 for the Croatian. 8-7. Doesn't get the first serve in. It's wide. 8-7, second serve. Set point. Second serve is in. Good return, Brooksby. Good return. He's in charge of the point, Brooksby. Boy, oh boy, though. That's good defense, though, from Coric as they go backhand to backhand now. And Coric goes wide. Ooh. 8-all. 8-all. That point swung in roundabouts, I have to say. It was a good return from Brooksby, by the way, to be fair. 8-all. Boy, oh boy. This is huge. If Coric goes on to win this match, and if Coric goes on to have a deep run at this tournament, or the other way around, by the way, they'll be remembering this particular tiebreak for a while, or this particular set. Whoever emerges victorious, and you'd think it would be a huge psychological blow for the other player, whoever emerges victorious. 8-all anyway. Doesn't get the first serve in, Coric. That's the second time now in particular. I think it's been a few of those times. I don't know how many first serves he's been getting in this tiebreaker. 8-all. Backhand. Now Coric comes in and he wins the point. 9-8. It was a good second serve, to be fair, from Coric, meaning pretty much he was in charge of the point from the first moment onwards. And as a result, it was a nice bounce off that serve. As a result, Coric comes into the net and does an excellent backhand winner. 9-8. This time it's on the Brooksby serve. A set point for Coric. Set point number 6 for the Croatian. Brooksby, can you pull off another ace like you did on the last set point I think you were facing? Or at least on your serve. No, you can't. Second serve. This feels massive now. 9-8. Second serve. It's in play as they exchange forehands. This time Brooksby is in charge of the point. He's got a smash on top of the net. And he's won the point. That smash on top of the net was enough. 9-all. Shrug of the shoulders there from Coric. There's another exchange. Another exchange at the net. Or another change of ends, I should say. When's this tiebreak going to end? When am I going to be able to have a beer? Can't even go to the shop. Didn't get a chance to go to the shop before the match before these matches started. I know what you're thinking. Should have gone before, but I wanted to have a shower. Wanted to be fresh. That cost me the 20 minutes basically between the previous stream and this stream. Shri, by the way, thanks for your patience. I will be bringing you in shortly. Get your comments in the live chat. I keep backing Coric. Am I being an idiot for backing Coric to win this set? 9-all. Better get back to it. 9-all. They're on serve. Brooksby to serve. 9-all. I'm still going for Coric. First serve into the net from Brooksby. Second serve for Coric to look at. Who's going to get the next set point? Backhand return. Backhand to backhand. Now on the forehand. To the forehand. To the... Brooksby's gone wide with a forehand, meaning it's another set point for Coric. Not that seems to mean anything these days. Zoltan is sending me another message. I'm about to leave in a few minutes. Get the beers. All right, Zoltan. You win. Or lose. I don't know how that means. I'll be patient. I'll wait for you to bring me the beers. Thank you very much. 10-9 Coric leads. Set point. Number 7, but it feels like number 77. 10-9. Coric, are you going to get the first serve in? Yes, you are. That's huge. Clips the net on the return, though. Backhand to backhand. To backhand. Oh, Brooksby, what a winner. 10-all. 10-all, Brooksby. Excellent winner there. Got the first serve in, Coric, to be fair. But when they were doing the backhand to backhand, it was again Brooksby deciding to mix it up by then going down the line. Tough shot that. That is a tough shot. Let me tell you this. Mixing that one up there. Going down the line, and he saves set point number 7. Okay. Is it going to be set point number 8 for Coric, or is it going to be set point number 1 for Brooksby? Let's see. 10-all. Gets the first serve in. You'd think it's going to be set point number 11, but comes into the net. Tricky volley. Lands in. No, it's set point now for Brooksby. It's set point for Brooksby. 11-10 or 10-11. I don't even know what's going on. Either way, it's Brooksby's first set point. And it's on the Brooksby serve. What a tiebreaker. What a tiebreaker. Swiatek, by the way, is very close to winning this match. She is 4-love up in the second set. No idea what's going on with Bencic. I don't have time. Don't have time for Dan Evans. Don't have time for Bencic. Sorry. $11-10. Brooksby to serve. How's your nerve? On the serve. First serve is in. Forehand return. Forehand again from Coric. Backhand from Brooksby. Forehand again. Backhand. Forehand to backhand. Backhand to backhand now. Forehand from Coric. Goes wide. It's Brooksby. It's 2 sets to love. 7 set points, Coric, he had. 7 set points. Count them. I know you won't. Brooksby has 1. Takes advantage. And I'm going to bring you in, Shri. Wow, 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 wow. In you come, my friend. You've been waiting patiently in the wings. Tell me, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, Coric was pretty clutch, I should say, until 4-2. And then he threw in two double faults at 30 all. And then it was
Oh, I
really a
see.
seesaw
The
set.
set.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just couldn't tell. I mean, of course, he was a bit unfortunate in the first set point at 6-5 with that lob, and there was that let cord in the middle of the point. That was the point you were talking about. You couldn't really describe it perfectly. But since then, I really think he should have taken the set. Uh, Neither player really seemed clutch, to be honest. It was just about who's going to blink first rather than who's going to take initiative. At least I could give Brooksby that backhand down the line on the last set point that he saved.
yeah.
But yeah, I think Brooksby should be the heavy favorite from here. Um,
Yeah. What did you think about the tiebreak, though? I mean, that was just sensational, really, wasn't it? I
it
mean,
was nuts. Yeah, it
seven
was.
seven set points for Coric.
Yeah, the shot making was amazing, no doubt about it. But I do think George should have taken at least one of those set points. And
Yeah.
Brooksby was quite clutch in some of them. He did ace on two of them. There were two aces of wide. But that's something that fascinates me about Brooksby is that he's 6'4" and he doesn't really serve faster than 112 or 113 miles an hour, which is really strange to me because in an era where anybody taller than 6'3" or 6'4" serves it on average 120 to 124 miles an hour. So if only he had a bigger serve, I just wonder what his exploits would be. But that I think that's the one main thing that's holding him back from really winning matches at ease. He just really has to grind every match out, and I don't know if it's really um, feasible at this point in his career. I mean, he is very young, but I think he probably has to figure out another way if he wants to close out matches quickly. Because I think this whole match, he pretty much has had the upper hand over Coric, except for I would say the first half of the second set. But other than that, yeah, it's been great shot making, but again, really unclutched from both players for majority of that second set.
I just think though that must be a really psychological blow for Coric. I mean, let's think about this. He was a breakup, as you said. I think it was 4-2 when he got broken back. He then
Yes.
has two set points at 5-6 or 6-5, whichever way you want to look at it, in that sort of penultimate or final game, so to speak, before the tiebreak. Doesn't get those. You had that incredible lob. I think that was on one of those set points when he was in charge of the point, and really there was I think I'm not sure if it's that point or is another point when he really it was a set point that Coric had, and he should have won it. And I just think that his mind, I mentioned it in the commentary, seemed a bit frazzled because I think he went the wrong way. I'm not sure if that's on the lob point or is another one, but he goes. I think it's on another set point actually. He goes the wrong way, in my opinion. I think it's on the forehand at the net. And instead of going that way, he goes what he thinks is being clever by going back on Brooksby. But Brooksby either gambles or he reads it. And as a result, I think his mind is frazzled enough because then he's actually it is a different point because he's actually on top of the net and he goes long on the volley. Do you remember that volley that Nadal did against Djokovic in the French Open semi-final of
3-4
2021 when
in
he goes,
the third set tiebreaker. Yes, I remember
yeah, and he
that.
goes, yeah, exactly, and he goes long on that, and it was a kind of a similar long volley mistake there
Hmm.
from Coric. Can Coric respond?
If he can snag a quick set here, then it's game on. But
Absolutely.
I mean, I wouldn't write that off because I'm pretty sure Brooksby would be really exhausted after that second set, and there could be a huge let off here for Coric if he stays on top of things. But if he himself is still sort of affected by that second set mentally, then I don't see way back from him. But the only way back from for him, in my opinion, is if he gets a quick set here and then establishes it that the match is still on even terms and that Brooksby is really not running away with the match
Yeah,
because he shouldn't. Brooksby, if he feels that, then I think uh, he's just gonna take this in the third set.
yeah, I think I agree with that. I think it's a real case of nerves. Lauren Davis, by the way, excellent for her, losing the first set 6-love. That's third set. They sort of kept that seemed to be a very lengthy third set. I have no idea what was going on. But she's now won that match against Alexandrova, despite losing that. Bencic has really turned things around. Chestea serving for the match, I think, at 5-4 in the second set. Bencic was kind of threatening to break serve, I felt, at least by looking at the scoreboard. She obviously eventually did when Chestea was serving for that. And as so often happens, when you don't serve it out, you then end up losing that set. And really, I guess, as I said, really then the momentum was with Bencic. She's a break up now in the third set. Swiatek, by the way, is 5-1 up on Sloane Stephens. I tell you what, if she wins this in straights, which it's looking very likely, that's a very impressive win for Swiatek, right, Shri?
Yes, of course. I think they did play in Cincinnati as well, and that was also a straight set win for Swiatek, but this looks far more dominant than that was. And it does look like she's sort of getting her groove back. So if she wants to assert her dominance back, then I think this is definitely the way to go, because I mean Stephens at any time can be a tricky opponent. She's a Grand Slam champion and made another Slam final,
Yeah.
which she lost to Simona Halep. But yeah, this would be a statement win as far as she's concerned, because she did hit a bit of a slump since Wimbledon, losing I think what 3 or 4 matches since. Uh, but yeah, still the heavy favorite for this tournament, though.
Yeah. I've got her in my final against Coco Golf, and obviously see no reason to change my mind on that. Shri, thank you very much for your thoughts. Keep an eye on that Coric match. I might come to you again one more time. Just depends, because I plan to not really go much beyond so about another 30 to 35 minutes, I would have thought. I won't go much longer than that. But I'll be in touch with you anyway, one way or another, all right?
Of course. Yeah.
Take care.
See you.
Cheers.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you, Shri. That was great. Nice little analysis there of that amazing conclusion to the second set there from Coric and Brooksby. I'm going to switch now just though to Swiatek against Stephens. Stephens is 40-15 up here. So that she should probably hold serve, although she's gone wild with that one. That went about 10 meters long on that first serve. And the shadow, I haven't really noticed the shadow that much in the past at the US Open, but I don't know if she's double faulted. Just as I said, she's looking comfortable on her serve here. Anyway, in the whole match, though, of course, Swiatek looking very, very good. Let's just go back around the grounds as we have a quick look to see what's going on. So Coric and Brooksby. Oh, George has got a break point there, it looks like. So that is interesting. Because Coric, as we said kind of just now with Shri and I, which I agreed with, I think really Coric would like to have a quick set here to get it back to 2-1. I think if it really Brooksby becomes another dogfight, I think that's exactly what Brooksby would love. Anyway, Cilic, by the way, is 2 sets to love up there, which is nice for him. And Dan Evans, by the way, has lost the third set, so that is very much game on. Although, Duckworth has got a break as well, although it is a break point now for Dan Evans. So that is interesting. Sinner, I think he was leading 5-1 against Eubanks at one point, but that's now 5-4. But he's serving for the set there, the Italian. So things looking pretty good for him. Davis there. If anyone saw her match, by the way, let me know in the live chat. I'd love to know how that panned out. Bencic is the match that I've been talking about quite a lot. That looks like it's been quite an affair there, with Chestea winning the first set 6-3 and then serving for the match at 5-4 before she then goes on to lose the next 3 games. Bencic on really turning that around now. She's 4-2 up, which includes obviously a break in that decisive set, and she leads 4-3. Swiatek is about to serve for this. We will come back to the Swiatek-Sloane Stephens match as she attempts to serve that out. I will take us through that particular game. And Niemeyer is a break up, and in fact looks like she's got some set points on the put and saver serve. Martic and Badosa going with serve, while Potapova and Zhang are warming up. So Swiatek serving for the match. Let's see how that goes. I'll bring us ball by ball commentary of that. Niemeyer has set point. Hi, Jared. Nice to have you on board. First serve, Swiatek, unreturnable, 15 love. Niemeyer has set point. Thank you, Fatima. Make sure you hit that like button, please, on the YouTube channel or Facebook or wherever you're watching us from. I think you can like on Twitter as well. Boom. Okay, here we go. 30 love, Swiatek, comfortable. It's been difficult to keep up with today with all this match, actually, because obviously I've been really focused in the last 15, 20 minutes or so on that incredible, epic tiebreak. I'd love to know how many minutes that lasted as well. It was probably a good 15, 20 minutes, that tiebreak between Coric and Brooksby. 3 match points. 3 excellent serves from Swiatek. Recovering, I would suggest, the form that she had in the spring when she went on that incredible run of 35 matches, I think it was, unbeaten. I think she's looking really, really good. 40 love now. Many people thought she might come a cropper today. Many people thought she would at least find this tricky. 40 love now. She's done it. Swiatek's through. Game, set, match. Boom. 6-3, 6-2. So, yeah. I don't know if Niemeyer got that set, by the way. Fatima, let me know in the live chat. Yeah, 6-3, 6-2 to the pole. She's done it. Very, very comfortable. She's looking ominous. She certainly seemed to be recovering. She's had a few blips, of course. Jared there making fun of my pronunciation. I think I'm getting better, though. Swiatek. Let's know what you think of in the live chat about Swiatek. Is she going to go on and win the tournament? Let me know what you thought of that tie break, by the way, between Coric and Brooksby. And also let me know if any of you have been watching Dan Evans' match, because I'd love to know. I've been pleading for people. Okay, so she didn't get that set, it looks like, Fatima. Let me know, is anyone watching Dan Evans? I've been pleading with people in the live chat to mention Dan Evans. Nobody is watching Dan Evans. Poor old Danny boy. He's actually lost this kind of advantage that he had. He was 2 sets to love up. It's now 2 sets to 1. And James Duckworth actually has a break at the beginning of the 4th set. Nice. Exactly, Fatima. Boom. Iga. Swiatek. So she is through to round 3. Let me know in the live chat, who's she due to meet in the 3rd round? I'm not quite sure. Probably somebody who's in action right now. She's about to do her on-court interview. Anyway, so she's through. Bencic is 5-2 up. Let me know as well if you've been watching any of that Bencic-Chastain match, because that looks like a really interesting match. Let's go over to some of the live scores before we dip back into Brooksby against Coric. Boom. Let's go down. Badosa and Martic are still on serve. Niemeyer is serving, though, for the first set. She's 5-4 up now on Putin Saver. Swiatek, as we just mentioned, closing that out nicely, 6-3, 6-2. That is a really impressive score, I would suggest. Bencic, yes, 5-2, as I said. She's 2 points away from victory there. I just can't see Chastain bringing that one back, given the way there's been such a momentum shift. From 5-4 up in the second set, she's now 5-2 down. So 5-4, what's that? That's 3 games in a row, plus 5 from the next 7. So what's that? 3 add... that's like 8 out of 10 games that Bencic has won, it seems. And it may well be 9 from 11 if Bencic can break serve and therefore win the match. Let's see if that happens. Sinner won that first set 6-4. And Duckworth, as I say, has got a break up against Dan Evans in the 4th there. That looks like it could well be going the distance. Cilic is a break up, so he's very, very close. 2 games from victory. And Brooksby against Coric is at the beginning of that 3rd set. Let's go to that match now. Advantage Brooksby, as I said. Brooksby's held. 1 love. Well, Jared, you're about half an hour late on this comment. Brooksby turned it around quite some time ago. Oh, thanks, Andy, by the way. Iga plays Davis next. Yeah, okay. Iga will obviously be hot favourite for that. Okay. live scores. Let's keep those up. Brooksby held serve, as I said at the beginning of that set. So Coric, 2-0 down. The Cincinnati winner. Cincinnati's not telling us a lot about this US Open. Rafa Nadal, of course, in action later. Let us know how you think that match is going to pan out, that he gets against his 2015 US Open conqueror. Is it going to be easy for the 22-time Grand Slam winner? Bencic has match point. No, it's back on deuce. Niemeyer, first set, 6-4. Badosa, Martic, nip and tuck, 4-all, 40-all on deuce, you know what I mean. Popotova is the 30-love up on Zheng there, as we can see. Is Bencic going to get another match point? It's 3-6, 7-5, 5-2, so to speak, for the Swiss. It's either going to be game point for Chostea or match point for Bencic. Match point, Bencic. A lot of chiches involved there. Sinner winning the first set against Eubanks. Hot favourite Sinner there. I've got him going pretty far. I think I've got him going to the semi-finals, actually. I've got him beating Alcaraz should they meet in the quarters. See how that pans out. Okay, another match point for Bencic. Let's keep an eye on this. Bencic, match point. Can she seal this now? What a turnaround that has been. Really impressive from the Swiss. Match point to her. The Olympic gold medal from last year. Eubanks looking to take a 1-love lead in his match against Sinner in the second set. Can Bencic seal this now? She's got a break. It's done. It's done. Bencic is through. 6-2. Boom. I guess it had an air of inevitability. From the moment Chostea didn't manage to serve that out at 5-4, from that moment onwards, I was thinking, Bencic is coming back. Bencic is coming back. And came back she did, winning very comfortably, as it turns out, 6-2 in that decisive set. Okay. Brooksby and Coric very much on serve there, but Brooksby with a heavy advantage, 2-0. Cilic is still 2 games from victory. Duckworth is still a break up there. Bencic has just gone through, joining Swiatek in round 3. Swiatek there will meet the American Lauren Davies, who emerged incredibly, really, having lost the first set 6-love to go through in 3 sets. So she'll play Swiatek the next round, but Swiatek's got to be favourite there. And once she's in the 4th round and on a roll, I think she's going to be really hard to stop. Okay, let's keep an eye on some matches. Let's keep an eye on. Let's go and dip into the back into the Coric against Brooksby match. Looks like Coric is going to hold serve. 40-love. Fatima there agreeing with me. She looks like she's got Sinner in the semi-final as well. Jared there asking when I arrive in New York. Tuesday lunchtime. No, not in New York yet, Fatima. I go Tuesday lunchtime. So I'll be in Bonn for another 3 or 4 days. Okay, so Coric against Brooksby on serve. At this point, it looks like 1-all here. Oh, that's a good point though there from. So it's not 1-all yet, actually. So, Coric has got 2 game points. Brooksby must be feeling good though. Let's see how this point pans out into the net. Here we go, 40-15. Coric, game point to make it 1-all. Second serve. Oh, double fault. Double fault from Coric. 40-30. He must be feeling really bad. Feels like a long way back for him right now. I mean, not just 2 sets to love, but the nature of that second set. I think it was 7 set points. And then Brooksby does it on his first set point, just to rub salt into the wounds. 40-30. Second serve. I'm going to switch over on my main screen. What match shall I dip into? Oh, it looks like Alcaraz is just starting his match. Cornet as well. Oh, Deuce Coric. What match shall I switch over to? Eubank Sinner, maybe. Yeah, could do. Obviously, I've got Coric, Brooksby on here, which is at deuce. One love to the American. I mean, Alcaraz could be interesting, but what I'm looking for is a women's match that is kind of coming towards the end, because this this stream is also coming towards the end. Maybe I'll have a quick look at some of the scores around the ground. Let's just see how this game pans out firstly, though. They're on forehands to forehands at the moment. On the backhand now of Brooksby to the backhand of Coric, but that's a good forehand now on the forehand exchange. On the backhand of Brooksby, which has looked pretty good today, actually. Backhand slice from Coric. Forehand goes wide from Coric, and it's a break point for Brooksby. It's a break point for Brooksby. This would be huge, you would have thought. Can he get it? I'll talk you through this point. That last rally, 22 shots, not the longest of the match. That was 25 shots not long ago. I think it may have been during that tiebreak, actually, or certainly towards the end of that second set. So from 40, I think it was 40 love Coric had. It certainly was 40-15 anyway. It's now advantage Brooksby. Break point. Coric must be feeling horribly right now. Let's see. Coric gets the first serve in. Doesn't land back on. That's an excellent save of a break point there from Coric. Okay, let's go a little bit around the grounds just while it's at deuce here. I'm going to go around the grounds because I want to see what match maybe I should dip into. Let's have a quick look to see what match might be worth dipping into, because obviously I've got two screens available. So let's have a look. Alcaraz and Correa in the warm-up there. The Correa, the Argentinian, against his fellow Spanish speaker, Alcaraz. They are warming up. Evans, Duckworth, Cilic, Vinolas. Evans, Duckworth might be worth having a look at. Yes, maybe I'll have a quick look at that as well. What women's match here? Putintseva, Niemeyer. Yeah, maybe I should keep an eye on my on the German Niemeyer. Let's see. I'll either go for Niemeyer or Evans. Let's have a quick look at the home page here on my TV. I will come back to Brooksby in a minute. Don't worry. Cornet looks like she's going to be getting underway shortly. Upcoming, of course, we've got Tiafoe later on against Kubler. Also, Muguruza will be in action again later. Rafa Nadal, Fognini, of course, very much later. Okay, let's see if I can flick around. King Richard, no. Okay, so okay, let's take you through some of this points of Brooksby. Yeah, Putintseva against Niemeyer. I've got that up on my screen now. So that is cool. What is going on with Coric and Brooksby? Let me have a quick look. Did Brooksby get the break? No, he didn't. Good hold there from Coric, having face break point. 1 game all in that third set. Also 1 game all is Putintseva against Niemeyer. So I've got these two matches on. Feel free to, of course, have a different match on when you're at home, if you have that fortunate luxury to choose. keeping an eye on all things tennis. So, Brooksby to serve. 1 game all. Wins the first point. Lands on the line. 15 love. Daz there wanting to know what the Evans score is. I will let you know. He was in a spot above her in the 4th set a minute ago, and I still imagine it's the same. Let's have a quick look. How is Evans doing? Oh, he's got it back on serve. Got it back on serve, Dan Evans. Good work. So Dan Evans was 2 sets to love up, then 2 sets to 1, then 2 sets to 1 and a breakdown. But he's got it back on serve now. You'll be pleased to know, if you're a Dan Evans fan, and I guess the way you framed that question, it would suggest that's the case. Niemeyer, by the way, against Putin Saver. Niemeyer won the first set 6-4, but it's going with serve in the second set. Have that on my big screen. Let's go back, though, to Brooksby against Coric, because who knows how that's going to go. Brooksby's 30 love up, though, on his serve. So that's going with serve in the third set. As I said, I think that becoming a dogfight suits the American perfectly. Let's see anyway. 1 game all there. 30 love. Brooksby second serve. Backhand into the net from Coric. 40 love. Brooksby on the verge of making it 2-1. As Niemeyer and her opponent on a little change of ends. Okay, 40 love Brooksby. Ace. 2-1. Change of ends. Brooksby must be super happy. Must be super happy. Coric must be super sad. Let's go back around the grounds. Get your thoughts in the live chat, by the way, and hit that like button. I think I've addressed the Evans question that I see you asked there. Daz, by the way, and thanks for joining us. Make sure you hit the like button on YouTube and Facebook if that's where you're watching from. Get your comments in the live chat. Get your comments on some of the matches that have already taken place. What do you think about Swiatek? Is she set to head for US Open glory? Let me know your thoughts on that. I think she's looking pretty ominous at the moment. Who else? Bencic, what did you think about that comeback win for her today? How do you see some of these other matches coming up as well? Alcaraz against Correa. Is it going to be easy for the Spaniard? I suspect it will be. It should be him going through. And then the other matches, also get your Dan Evans comments in, and Yannick Sinner, who's a setup on Eubanks. Let's go around the grounds. So, yes, Zheng and Potapova are on serve in the first set. Matic and Badosa still on serve there. That seems to have just gone on serve pretty much all the way through. Matic, though, is now serving to stay in the set. Niemeyer is suit up on Putin Saver, which is the match I've got on my screen. Yeah. And Alcaraz Correa about to warm up. As I said, let me know your thoughts on that match in the live chat. This stream will be coming to an end pretty soon. As soon as Zoltan appears with the beers, I will be concluding this. Cilic has won. He's beaten Vinolas there in straight sets. If you managed to watch that match as well, give me your thoughts. If you watched Cilic play, let me know your thoughts on that. If you watch the Bencic match, let me know your thoughts on that as well, because these are 2 matches I haven't been able to keep across. Brooksby and Coric are on serve. I'll come back to that match very, very shortly. And any other thoughts in the live chat, feel free to put them in there. Boom, boom, boom. Let's leave it like this. Done. Let's go back to Brooksby against Coric. 15 love to Coric. 1-2. 2 sets to love to Brooksby. Coric serving. Gets the serve in. And he's really good. Forces the error from Brooksby. 30 love. Oh, Somebody's having a medical timeout in the Putin-Save and Niemeyer match. That's a concern. Okay, 30 love, Coric. Yeah, medical timeout. Okay, Coric. Backhand to backhand. Oh, goes deep on that backhand though. Forehands now. Backhand of Coric, backhand of Brooksby, backhand of Coric, backhand slice though from Coric, which he has deployed on a few occasions today. And now Brooksby mixes out, which is what he's done a few times as well, with a great deal of success, I would suggest. But on this occasion, he puts his forehand wide, meaning 40 love to Coric. Just showing me match point from the Cilic match here. Cilic there, arms aloft. He's back to his French Open outfit as well. You know, that sort of white, blue, red outfit that he was wearing earlier. Niemeyer there is just practicing her serve while she waits for Putin-Save's medical timeout to come to an end. You'd kind of hope that it's not bad news for the Kazakh. Niemeyer, of course, keeping warm, so to speak, although maybe just keeping those muscles going, just checking. I'm not sure exactly what the problem is with Putin-Save, though, but she's obviously a set down here to the German. Niemeyer, who got to the quarterfinals, I think, at Wimbledon. That'd be bad news for the Kazakh, though, if she does have to pull out. I don't really know how this is looking. It looks like it could be blisters. Could be blisters. Coric, by the way, is 40-15 on his serve now. Brooksby won the last point. Good serve, though. Good return. Backhand of Brooksby, which has been pretty solid today. Forehand of Coric. Forehand of Brooksby. Forehand to forehand right now. Brooksby goes big on the backhand. Doesn't win the point, though. Forehand to forehand. Forehand slice that time from Coric. Goes into the net. And he just kind of throws his arms up at his team, almost like, I don't know what to do. It's almost like he's running out of ideas, Coric. Almost running out of ideas. Still, game point, 40-30. As Putin-Save's medical timeout continued, I think she's probably still got another good minute and a half on that as Correa and Alcaraz take the court. It's an interesting kit that Correa is wearing. A lot of stars on there, including a star and a stripe. Don't know if he's trying to curry favor with the home crowd there, given the stars and stripes from the Argentinian. Anyway, is Correa, is Coric going to win this game to hold serve? No, not yet. Anyway, deuce. From 40 love to deuce. Brooksby, of course, had a break point in the previous service game of Coric. He's going to get another one. By the way, I say that is Correa trying to curry favor with the home crowd. I tell you what, he's going to have to do a lot to win them over compared to Alcaraz. Alcaraz is certainly proving to be a popular figure in New York, as he has done pretty much everywhere else. I think I just saw Brooksby smiling there. Feeling very good about himself, I'm sure. Deuce. Into the net. First serve. Into the net. So second serve. Okay, Putin-Save takes the court again. Probably be okay if it's just blisters. Backhand from Coric. Forehand from Coric. Good forehand from Coric. Now at the net, is he going to put the smash away? Yes, he does. That was a nervy one, though. I mean, it was good. It was a good smash, to be fair. I mean, it was nerve-inducing, if you like. And Putin-Save and Niemeyer get back underway. And it's a double fault, interestingly, from the German. Interesting, after that lengthy timeout, of course, she then goes on to double fault. Coric has game point. Second serve, though. Hey, Marcello. Just got to send Marcello a text. Deuce now, back to deuce. I feel bad for Coric. I know I'm nothing against Jensen Brooksby, who, of course, the winner of this will face Alcaraz or Correa. Deuce. 1-2. Coric serving. Second serve goes wide on the first. Good return from Brooksby. Advantage to the American. Break point again. And maybe I will get to see the conclusion of this match before my two friends arrive, and well before the United match, which starts in an hour and 8 minutes. Interesting tweet there from Shri. I think he's not a big fan of Brooksby's. Brooksby with the advantage. Ace from Coric. Deuce. Clutch. Neymar couldn't save us staying on serve. Good serve from Coric, but still back in the point now. Oh, the forehand slice there from Brooksby. Drop shot from Brooksby. Not good enough. Now the lob from Brooksby. Also not good enough. But stays in the point. This is turning into an incredible point. Clips the net then from Coric. Oh, and he hits the net. He goes into the net. Wow. Jensen Brooksby, take a bow. But Coric losing a bit of concentration there, I think, given the defense from Brooksby, dumping it into the net, meaning another break point. I think Coric has done well today at times, but he's also lost concentration mid-point just because Brooksby's defense has been so good. And that was another example. Advantage Brooksby. Let's see how this goes. Goes wide on the serve. Break point, second serve. Is he going to get it? No, he doesn't. He goes long on the return. It's deuce. This is a bit like the tiebreak, actually. I'm not sure anything could be quite like that tiebreak. An amazing tiebreak. Deuce between Coric and Brooksby. Niemeyer and Putin-Sava, I think, are still on serve. This game is now into its 10th minute. I'll come to you in the live chat in a minute, so let me know your thoughts on this Coric-Brooksby match because I really want to hear them. Deuce. Also, let me know about the schedule for tomorrow. I'd love to know what time Andy Murray is. Okay, back in play, Deuce. Coric goes into the net, but he goes to the net and he puts his backhand volley wide. When it seemed easier to keep it in, he hits it out into the tram line. And Brooksby's got another break point. I think it's his third one of this particular game. It's his third one of the game. Boy, oh boy, if Brooksby was to break here. Advantage Brooksby. First serve from Coric is in. Oh, that's a nice 1-2. It's a nice 1-2 there from Coric to win that point. Deuce saving a third break point. See if anything exciting is going on Twitter. Shri, he's got to tune out for the night. Thanks for Shri for coming on. It was great having you on board, and I'll speak to you soon. Okay, anything exciting going on Twitter? Somebody's suggesting that Dan Evans might be injured. Don't know if that's the case. Anyway, back to Coric and Brooksby. And Brooksby has a 4th break point. I tell you what, I know this could well end up in a straight sets victory for the American, but I tell you what, it's been an entertaining match. Going long on the serve there. It's going to be a second serve. Don't double fault, Coric. Don't double fault. He's not. Good serve, actually. Good second serve. Now they're in the rally. Backhand. Coric going aggressive. Oh, no, Coric! Brooksby's broken. Came into the net. Coric. Probably was the right decision, especially off that backhand, but I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened there to Coric. He tries to volley it, and he just about gets his racket on it, and I mean, it was an easy volley, really, or fairly easy volley, but he got no purchase on the volley whatsoever. Brooksby breaks 3-1. Brooksby breaks 3-1. 2 sets to love and a breakup. Ah, dearie me. Let's go around the grounds. Dan, Evans, and Duckworth are on serve, although technically Evans is just a game away from victory. Duckworth serving to stay in the match, in that particular match. Brooksby, as I said, has got a break-up on Coric, so it's 2 sets to love and a break-up for Brooksby. It's a long, long, long road back for the Croatian. Be interesting to see how Dan Evans and Duckworth, that particular game goes, actually. I might just dip into that Dan Evans-Duckworth match if I possibly can, depending on how long it takes me to switch around there. Sinner is set up, and it's on serve in the second set there. Eubanks and Sinner coming up on my TV screen. It's not the match I want, though. Let's have a quick look. Correa and Alcaraz just at the beginning of that match. Putin, Saver, and Nima stay on serve, but also won that first set against Martic. It looks like. So yes. Okay, cool. Let's go back to see if there's anything going on in the live chat. Anyone getting their thoughts in that I'd asked for? See you later, Fatima. Thanks for coming on board. She's got to cook something. I hope your delivery is quick. Still not here. Still not here. It's 8 o'clock. Okay. I told you what the Dan Evans score is. He is just 1 game away. So we'll see how that pans out. I'm going to try and find that on my TV if I possibly can. Eurosport seeming to make it as difficult as possible to find some of these matches, though. So let's try this particular one. I don't want doubles. Don't give me a doubles match. But also Martic, don't want that one either. I want Dan Evans. Can I find Dan Evans? Don't want a doubles match. Don't want Cornet. Sorry, Cornet. What's this? Don't want doubles. All of these seem to be doubles. I just want Dan Evans. Can I find you, Dan Evans? Where are you? No, Cam Noy. Seems like he's coming on pretty shortly. Don't want him either. Oh, dear. See if I can find... see you, Fatima, by the way. See if I can find Dan Evans. Where are you? Go home. Brooksby there looking very, very good, obviously, for his match. No. Oh, I see match ball Becker is still there. Eurosport didn't heed my advice regarding updating that one. Oh, well, couldn't seem to find that. So I'll talk us through Brooksby against Coric. Let's see what's going on there. They're coming back out now. It's 4-1 to Brooksby. 4-1 to the American. A quick hold of serve. They've changed ends. And now Brooksby is 2 games from victory. 4-1. Coric, Brooksby. Coric to serve. 1-4 down. Staring down the barrel. Okay, let's get back to the commentary. Okay, backhand slice from Coric. Backhand down the line from Brooksby. Backhand, he's feeling really confident right now. He's in charge of a lot of these points. Coric looks like a beaten man. 6-4, 7-6, 4-1. 2 games from victory now, Brooksby. Coric looks like a beaten man. He really does. Feel sorry for the Croatian. Gets his first serve in this time, though. Backhand to backhand. It's a good rally, this. Oh, he goes big. He goes too big, Coric. Love 30. Brooksby threatening to get a double break. Should he get so, he'd be serving for the match. Love 30. Coric, Brooksby. 2 points from an unbelievable break this would be. He's just in charge of the points. That's the point. Coric, second serve. My friend Marcello has just arrived. I'll come to him in a second. Oh, Brooksby goes into the net. I'm going to let my friend in, but it's still not my beer because it's the one without the beer. And I'm back. But still no beer. 30 all. Coric, Brooksby, 30 all. Oh. 30 all. 1-4. Still 2 points away from the break. Down the tee. Brooksby in the rally. Coric, wild. 30-40, breakpoint Brooksby. Coric, that was wild, my friend. Like I say, he looks like a beaten man. It's quite sad. Backhand slice into the net. Sorry, my apologies. It's second serve. Second serve, Coric facing break point. It's effectively match point, you would have thought. This 30-40. Second serve. Oh, that was a big second serve from Coric. For someone who I said looks like a beaten man, he's super aggressive, bringing it back to deuce. That was aggressive. Deuce. Let's see how this point turns out. Goes down the tee. That's an excellent serve from Coric. Game point. I'm going to have to go away for 10 seconds as well. Looks like my beer's here. Oh. Oh, I had a nice new subscriber, Wojciech. Thank you. Juice, Coric, Brooksby. He won that point, Brooksby. I'm gonna get this on my big screen, just for the remainder of what could well be the concluding moments. Juice now, Coric and Brooksby. Lofts up high. Game point, Brooksby. Hey guys. I'm live, by the way. No, it's okay. You can say woo, it's fine. Coric game point. Just no bad language, unless it's Italian. Okay, advantage Coric. I'm going to get this game on my big screen as well. Where are we? Nice. Okay, game point Coric here anyway. Oh, that was an incredible log there from Brooksby. I've got now on the big screen, so I'll turn you off the small screen and just focus here. We could be just a few minutes away. I'm basically, yeah, the beer has arrived, Fatima, I think. Or at least the people have arrived. I really hope the beer has arrived too. I'm actually going to kind of talk to you, but indirectly I'm talking to them. So for those of you that are inquiring, my bottle opener is in the kitchen, I believe, attached to the keys. I have my beer here. Thank you, Zoltan. I think there's some keys, although maybe one of them has a bottle opener. Oh, well, what's going on here? Wine. Is that for you? For you. Oh, for me. Put it in the fridge. Anyway, listen, you guys want to know what's going on in this Coric Brooksby match. So it is deuce. Sorry, no, it's now advantage Brooksby. Break point number 2. Mini match point, I would call it. Mini match point. Advantage Brooksby. Let's talk you through this point as it happens. What's going to happen here? He goes down the tee. It's a first serve from Coric. Forehand to forehand now. For the forehand, it's a good deep shot there from Brooksby. Brooksby really threatening here. Backhand to backhand. Backhand slice there from Coric. Brooksby mixing it up a bit. Goes long. Goes long. It's 5-1. That's it surely now. That's it surely now. One game from the match. One game from the match now. Brooksby, straight sets. Of all the possibilities today, I did not expect Brooksby to do this in straight sets. Do we finally have an in-person co-presenter there, Nick? No, they're just supplying me with beer. Actually, my keys. Can you just pass me my keys? They're on the thing there. Wonderful. Thank you, Marcello. These are my assistants. Do you want to come on screen? You can come on screen if you want. If you want to get some of the glory. These are my behind the scenes people that supply me with beer. And it's 5-1 now. Brooksby, this could be a minute away from ending. I really hope so because I've got other things to do. But yeah, cool. 5-1. I'll talk us through this final game anyway. And that should bring us to the end of today's live stream. Although, of course, just to put a spanner in the works, it's now love 15. Coric having a little moment here. Love 15 on the Brooksby serve. Brooksby serving for the match, of course. You'd expect him to serve it out. He's been in charge of most of this third set. Forehand to forehand. Oh, that's a good shot there from Coric. In fact, it's now love 30, just to prolong the misery. For all between Zheng and Potapova. Five-1 Brooksby here, love 30. Just going to close the door so we don't get too much interference here. Just going to close the door, guys, if that's all right. Okay, back with it. Love 40 now. Coric 3 break points. Throwing a spanner in the works. This is a good beer, by the way. Okay. Love 40 now. Brooksby. 3 break points for Coric. He's 2 breaks down. Is this going to be the biggest comeback of all time? 15-40 now. Good first serve there from Brooksby. Niemeyer putting save. It seems like they're still on serve. 15-40 here in this Brooksby Coric match, which, despite being on the verge of being a straight sets victory for the American, has been captivating. Long return there from Coric is 30-40. 30-40. He had 3 break points. He's only got 1 left. And hi, Wojciech. Thanks for subscribing, by the way. Nice to have you on board. Make sure you hit that like button. We are potentially just a few minutes away from finishing this live stream. As soon as this match comes to a conclusion, we will conclude today's stream. Second serve here from Coric and Brooksby. Second serve. Coric goes into the net. Deuce. Coric now 2 points from staring. Well, he's staring down the barrel very much anyway. But Brooksby's now 2 points from victory. Nick says he's a bit surprised by the way this match is going. Yeah, me too. Me too, Nick. Deuce. As we reach a conclusion here. 6-4, 7-6, 5-1. 2 points from victory for Brooksby. Goes long on the first serve. Long on the first serve. How's the second serve going to be, Brooksby? It's not bad. Good return, though, from Coric. Backhand. Backhand Coric again. Forehand Brooksby. Brooksby playing it safe. Coric doing anything but playing it safe and brings up an advantage. It's almost like Coric is just like, you know what? I'm just going for this, and he does. Break point Coric. Talking Tennis, give us a follow on Twitter. At Talking Tennis TT is our Twitter handle. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. Brooksby second serve for Coric here to look at as he wants to get one of those breaks back. Second serve goes big on the return, hits it into the net though. It clipped the net cord and stayed his side of the net. As you can see though, Coric is really just going for it right now. Understandably so. Maybe he should have gone for it a bit more early, especially on all those set points he had at the end of the second set. How he must be kicking himself. 7 set points he had. Brooksby had 1 and he took it. 5-1, deuce. Back to 2 points from victory now, Brooksby. Ace, Brooksby, match point. Match point, Brooksby with an ace. Is he going to do it on his first match point, just like he did on his first set point in the second set? The cloud clap. They're obviously on the American side, understandably so. Feel a bit sorry for Coric, though, today. It's not been his day. Okay, match point. First serve goes long. Second serve, match point, Coric. How's your nerve on your serve? Second serve is in on the backhand. Good aggressive backhand there from... It's done! It's done! Game, set, match, Brooksby. He's done it. He's done it. And I'm shocked in many ways what happened there. It was all about the second set. It was all about the second set tiebreak. Watch that tiebreak again. 7 set points for Coric. He doesn't take any of them. Brooksby did take his opportunity. And he went on and won 6-1 in the third set. He looks a little tired there, actually, even though it was straight sets. Congratulations to Brooksby. I will just have a quick look around the scores before I close today's stream. Great to have you on board. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button. Sinner and Eubanks are deep into their second set. Correa and Alcaraz are on serve. Niemeyer managed to win that in straight sets against Putintseva. I do hope that her blisters didn't hinder you. Martic is fighting back against Badosa. Zheng and Popotova are into a tiebreak. And Yu Yuan, the qualifier, is a break up in the first set on Pegula. Listen, everybody, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to enjoy my beer. It's just short of the 3-hour mark. It's been great having you on board. And I'll speak to you again very soon.